Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
Oi.
It went, Jeremy. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good thing.
That's in the video.
Okay.
That's part of the intro.
Fair enough.
That's the only Pfft we're getting tonight.
I understand.
There will be no further Pfft.
Well, welcome in, everybody. We've changed things around here in celebration of the fact we're at the start of a new season of Don't Get Me Started. That's right. 100 episode seasons.
Yeah.
Just don't even get that from the West Wing.
No, unfortunately not. I would take 100 episode seasons of the West Wing for sure.
seasons.
There are lots of things I would take 100 episode seasons of. BBC, I'm talking to you. Mainly, I'd like more than 6.
Oh, hold on. I've got to make sure my mic's a little closer, apparently. We're using the cool mic, so, you know.
Cool mic.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, welcome in. It's 101.
Whoop, whoop.
Look at you guys having separate mics
I
now.
know. Isn't it flash?
Well, we did this for... he's still doing it. Do you know, there must have been something in Will's mind where he went, I don't know if I can keep doing this, but he's doing it.
I wonder what the cutoff is. Let's keep pushing him to find out.
Do you know what? I think we need to do 50,000. Do you know we need to skip a numbering system or something stupid?
Yeah. Let's stop this episode now and just go straight into 102.
Yeah.
And we'll just go for it. Last time, he says. We'll see.
Last time.
We'll see.
Maybe do one more for him. Otherwise, we're not at the right. I don't actually. No, this would be on. I don't even fucking care. I'm just trying to work out how that would be. There's so much stuff. I'm just trying to make sure we had a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, it's been a whole thing.
It's been a thing.
It will come across over the course of the episode, but getting ready for this, while it seems, apart from the mics, to be identical, everything is fucking different.
Everything is different.
And we will definitely get into it as time goes on.
We've so many different things. We haven't really had time to discuss what we're doing, or, you know, what's happening, what's on these files, what's going on.
Literally, I clipped the last things to the clipboard as the intro was on.
I printed them out just 30 seconds before. It did struggle to get started.
We really did struggle to get started, but through perseverance and, you know, what's the thing? Trial and error?
Yes.
As in, I'm the error, and it was a massive trial.
It was a trial.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was incredible stuff. So many things to say. First things first, thanks so much for coming along to Don't Get Me Started 100.
Ooh, yes.
Where we had a similar setup. Listen, I thought if we've got these things, let's use them.
That's what things are for.
Yes, that's what we bought them for, you know. So thanks very much for coming along or watching it online. I know I said it on my stream, but this is DGMS now, so we can say it. It was an amazing night.
Yeah, some people don't watch just you and just me. Some people only come for both of us.
That's crazy.
And to those people, I say, sort your life out.
Yeah.
And just get all of the
best
Jez and Alex content. Just get it all. Not that I have provided any content since DGMS.
You
100.
have not been well.
I have not. No. And you may hear in my voice, like, I'm not 100%. I'm probably about 97%.
Right, yes.
It's my voice and my sinuses.
Like my battery after a day.
As always. What, 97%?
Yeah.
Jesus. Maybe I do need an iPhone.
Okay, that's not that good, but it is really good. Yes. So welcome in, everybody. I can see a whole bunch of people. I know that Harmstone's there, Will's definitely there, Aletha's there, Keris is there. We could go to the top and then Miss Hannah again.
Yeah, let's do it. So Harmstone, Tamsin, James.
Yes.
Aletha, Will.
I think that...
Keris.
Yes, that's who we have at the moment. We have changed the day.
Yeah. And who knows what impact that will have. In the short term, I expect it'll have a nobody knows we're here effect.
Yes.
But as time goes on, we are hoping it will have a more people are available effect.
You know, I was saying on my stream last week that... I remember when days are now because this is a Tuesday, but I was saying last week we wanted to change things up. There's various things we want to do. This is the first phase of it. I don't really want to get into it at the moment, but as we change things and as we make some changes and all that bits and pieces, one of the things was you said, why don't we look at doing it on a different day? You stream on a Monday and a Wednesday. I do a Thursday. It was already on Friday, switched it to Tuesday. and Tuesday's a good stat day, and nobody wants to watch shit on the weekend. So
it is a good stat day.
Basically,
yeah. And it's more that like Fridays have ended up being largely problematic with life
all the way.
And I'm sick of Harmstone, telling us we've missed.
No, you were. I'm sick of Harmstone.
Oh, full stop.
Full stop.
Fuck Shedstall.
Yeah, no. What you were going to say before I correctly interrupted you was to say of kind of like trying to work out how many days we've missed or what it would have been had it been this amount of time. Well, basically, kind of timing us out.
And with you doing comedy and LARP and all that kind of thing, and although not so much me doing Comic-Cons and stuff, Fridays were just a problem. But Tuesdays,
yes,
I'm confident,
are very rarely a problem.
That we can miss a lot less Tuesdays.
We will miss fewer Tuesdays than Fridays, and
you can take that to the bank.
You can take that to the bank. The thing except for like when I go on holiday, we go to Munich effectively, and I'm there for the week. But that's like a whole week. That's a holiday. But then LARP won't get hit by it, and comedy won't get hit by it, and so it should be good.
Well, unless you make it big, and you have to do a big like nationwide city tour.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You'll probably have a Tuesday there.
If I do that,
you'd probably be all right missing the odd DGMS.
I will miss the odd DGMS. Yeah. What I'll do is we'll
take DGMS on tour. I'll just come with you. And just Tuesdays will be DGMS.
DGMS.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Yes, but to answer your question, James, yes, this is recorded. We recorded it last week while I was very ill.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm actually, not ill now, but I was ill when I recorded this, so...
So meta. By the way, I was looking at, you've got, because it's your daughter's birthday coming up.
Yes.
That seems like it's going to be a hotbed for people being ill. Like, how many other screaming kids running around, coughing at each other, giving each other lurgies, and then transfer... That sounds like a real infection party.
Well, potentially there'll be 39 other children to
God.
give me a yet another illness, yeah.
So on that note, can I come and give her a present, like in the comfort of your house, rather than at the combined
by all means
illness-a-thon?
You want to come to the adult party rather than the child party? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, can I just make it very clear for the record? I always want to go to the adult party and not the child party. Just want to make sure that's made very, very clear.
This from a guy that goes to CP.
So we've recombined This Is Happening, haven't we?
We have. Are you ready for me to hit the button and cross my
am.
fingers and hope that it works?
Yes.
Okay, take us home.
Let's do This Is Happening.
Hear noise?
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
I could just see my own name popping up, and I'm like, how have I written something? How? Like, part of me is like, did I?
Oh my God, I've been hacked!
Did I do this? Do I have a time turner like in Harry Potter, and I've just gone back and I'm watching myself do a Patronus charm? Spoiler alert.
Patronus, don't they like do oil and stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Partly owned by Mercedes or something. I don't know.
I mean, I expect so.
Now we've started, I think is the phrase.
You're welcome, everybody.
Okay, and now we don't have to like pick and choose between these haps and naps. This is the first time we've combined it and had a computer episode.
Yes.
Computer episode.
Yes.
So we can just go for it now.
Are we going from the bottom?
We are. Your laptop is a lot taller than mine, and so we've got to go like that to look at things compared to it. Right. Nap. Stepfather in hospital.
That is Nap.
Well. That is Nap.
I hope he feels better soon.
Yeah, there's not much comedy in that though.
No.
Just get well soon, my dude.
Hap. Cinema Monday. Oh my God. That's one of my haps. We went to the cinema, Jeremy, on a Monday. We went to Curzon. Not Curzon Dax from
DS9.
Deep Space Nine.
Curzon?
Yes. I'll take a brief pause from this to explain my hap, which seems really good, is that in Canterbury they had this thing called the Curzon Cinema, and it was in the Westgate Pound Lane car park, and it always looked really beautiful but pretty expensive, and it looked pretty kind of independent and cool, but a bit too well, why would I drive up there when I could walk down there and still have a drink, you know? So anyway, I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to drive anyway. I'm not really drinking. Let's go and see Amsterdam because it looks like a good film. I was talking to Harley about it the other day when he was down. And then I looked up Curzon, and there's a new Curzon in Canterbury, and it's all swish and whizzy. Well, no,
they changed their name after they moved the trail to a new host.
Yes, that's true. Well, they moved.
You actually went to Jadzia.
That is true. That is true. Oh, it's the joke that keeps on giving. So I went to Jadzia. I was very happy as well, for obvious reasons. We went to the cinema, and it's beautiful. And it's all just laid out with these like sofas and stuff. And we got in. They said, "Do you have a ticket for tonight, or do you need to buy one?" I said, "I've got one." I said, "Well, why don't you take a seat somewhere? I'll come over and take your order." And I'm like, "What?" I just like no standing around.
Table service at the cinema.
Table service at the lobby. And so they come over and buy some chips. They bought me some chips. Brought us our chips, brought us our coffee, and brought us our drinks. And then when we get in and sit down, the cinema is beautiful. And as we sat down, it's like, if you need anything else, come down and you can just order again from the person that's standing by the door, and she'll kind of take your order and bring it back until the film starts proper, at which point they do not sneak in the dark and kind of go, "Excuse me, here's your Rolos, 4B.
Here's your popcorn."
So I have to say, we have to go back because it's really nice there, and it's totally worth driving up to.
And how much was a ticket?
£10.
That is cheaper than most places.
I think Cineworld might also be £10, but what I was expecting was it's going to be like, let's put a bit on the top because it's nice and swish, but actually it was the same price as going to Cineworld, and it was lovely. So my hap and also Aletha's hap was we went to the cinema, and it was incredible. Let's all go.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah,
and get ourselves delivered some snacks.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not quite what they had in mind when they came up with the jingle, but
no.
But I've modified it.
Fucking jingles, Jeremy.
Nap, says Aletha, touching sausages.
Yes. This sounds weird. But
yes, it does. And I've heard the story. It doesn't get any better. But no, carry on.
Aletha doesn't like touching raw meat, much to my chagrin. And as a result...
Or sausages.
Or sausages.
That's 2 for 2.
She doesn't like touching it. She doesn't like touching like chicken and bacon and sausages. So she cuts them all up. And I dared her yesterday. Well, she had a big pan full of raw sausages ready to be heated up. She's cutting them up with scissors, and she ultimately put them in a big pan. I dared her to put her hand in the pan, and she said, "No, why would I do that? Why would I do that? There, why would I do that? It's properly there as well." She doesn't like it at all. And I said, £10, and she went, "Boff," and put her hand straight in it, and she was not happy at all. She was just like, I think her brain just went, £10 is worth doing this. But as soon as she did it, it wasn't like, you know how I'm like, oh yeah, I'll eat beans, what a hardship. This was, you could probably see she was really unhappy. She had to immediately wash her hands. And but there you go.
£10 is £10, James. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this deal apply to anybody else? Could I get a tenner for touching some meat? Or
no. Regrettably, it was a one-time deal. But get me in a good mood. Does anyone like touching raw meat? Well, I mean, I don't love it, but I haven't got a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, some people, I'm sure there will be a rare breed of people that have a bit of a raw meat fetish and will rub raw meat on themselves and things like that. But generally, I don't think it... Is it a thing that people dislike, generally?
Well, I'd ask the chat, but like, chicken, no. Sausages, I can touch. I can't touch that. I mean, for chicken, so I have chicken, I'll take it out. Oh, I can hold a chicken breast and then go cut, and like, oh, I've got a bit of chicken, I need to be cut smaller, so I'll hold it in place. And I don't have a problem with that. Or bacon. Bacon I'll just hold and snip. And
do you know what gets me through having to touch raw meat, or anything for that matter?
The thought of it being cooked and eaten?
The knowledge that I can just wash my hands.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not difficult. Sometimes you need a rhyme to do it, and you may struggle to come up with a rhyme, but other than that...
A succulent Chinese meal. Is that riffing on that old meme kind of video where the guy was like, "Should I pay a succulent Chinese meal?" Is that what it is? Have you seen this thing? No. Oh, we must find it. That could be a going viral retro kind of thing. This guy kind of, I think he frequently doesn't pay for meals.
Says James.
It's so good. Oh my God, we'll watch it. I won't.
Okay. Spoil no further.
No.
This far, no further.
No further. Yes, he was getting arrested. Oh my god! I just want we'll do that.
We'll put a pin in it.
Put it in it.
We'll come back to that. Okay. Share your hap, Aletha. DGMS 100. The rest of it, i.e., after the show,
after the after party,
and Saturday and shit.
Yes, it was really good. And we went to some lovely places. We went to Space and we went to the potting shed.
I did not. I went to bed.
Oh, the potting bed. And then we came back here. And
I was already well asleep at that point.
Yes, that's true. We were drinking further here. It was incredible. It was the weekend I wanted it to be. So that's well hap for me, and indeed for you, and probably for the rest of you, I would imagine.
It should have been hap, because the idea was, I sleep a lot and then I won't get ill.
Yes.
So how did that fucking turn out?
Yes.
So I sacrificed for nothing.
No, that's true.
I slept really well. Well, most of that weekend. I didn't sleep when Pukey McGee got home at whatever it was, 3 a.m. from here.
From here. Pukey McGee, did she puke? Was there some puke?
I think she puked the next morning. I don't know. I think she might have staved off a lot of the pukiness, but yeah. She was drunky McGee, if nothing else.
Definitely. I think we were all drunky McGee. But yes, it was amazing. And then the following day, we were all a bit tired. And we went down the Harbour Arm, had some ice cream and had some food and chilled out and got blown off the Harbour Arm. And then we wandered back up into town and chilled out and had some food. It was great. And then
I went home to bed again and still got ill.
Terrible. Used to get a lot of colds when I was young, like Jez, and drank alcohol regularly.
I barely drink now, though. I wish I could attribute it to something that I could just stop doing.
Yes.
And the only thing I can think is put my child up for adoption.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
That's the only way it's going to happen.
Had a good run. Yeah. Just, it's been fun. Make some money out of it. Does it cost? Do you make any money?
Probably depends which country I put her up for adoption in.
Right?
Really.
Yeah. Get her on a get her on her best behaviour. Yeah, it was incredible. And I don't know when the next. I presume we have to wait till 200. How can I wait till 200, Jeremy?
Well, we can do what the fuck we want, really. We can have another live in person whenever we want.
102. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I would like it to be in a place where technology is working a bit more readily before we think about taking it on the road again. But yeah.
Stop trying to good run people, Alex. You'll be the one to have asked to take care of the kids. No, I'm often asked to take care of things and I just say no. Let's move on. Nap from Keris. Jez has been sick. That is nap. I think if we keep having to waste a nap on the number of times you're sick, the nap button will wear out.
It will. I'm going to mute the microphone for a very loud cough. Hang on. That was very loud.
That was lovely.
I've got a tickle. That's the problem.
I missed the tickle.
Yeah, it's not going to go away. It's going to be annoying.
It's going to be bad. Nap. Phone companies, says Harmstone. Presumably the company he's with, which I think is 3.
Yes.
I kind of want to know more because then we can get started on it. So is there a way you can give me your... It doesn't sound well.
No.
Your... the Preseed version of why you don't like 3 or what they've done, because I think I know a little bit of it, but then I can discuss it.
The short version...
Yes.
As he comes back to life with, hopefully...
Okay.
Is that he uses 3 because they have a go roam thing, i.e. you can take your contract around the world...
Yes.
And it won't cost you any more.
Yes.
They promised him he could have that when he renewed his contract. And then swiftly reneged on that.
Yeah. When I was looking to change my phone, I was looking to get on O2 because I knew they were the only ones left that were keeping the roaming, and I knew I was going to be going to Essen this last week. I didn't. Hap, I went to my father's 80th birthday, which was super hap and really amazing, but a bit nap. We didn't go to Essen, so I didn't have to change it. But at the time, I realised I could stay on 3 on there because I wasn't actually going anywhere. But I realised in my research, there's not many places left that post-Brexit will allow us to have that. So, yeah. So where have you gone to now? Now on O2. Yeah, okay. Cool. I can see. That's a good.
Are they expensive then? I mean, not to turn this into the tech show and what network should I be on.
But... Yes. I do like that though, I do. Are they expensive? What is O2 expensive?
Yeah.
I don't think when I was what I wanted was to be able to just put another SIM in this card and just like go, all right, I want a pay-as-you-go SIM rolling that just kind of every month, so I'm not tied down to a year deal or something like that, although you could do that. But I worked out it wasn't super expensive. Although when I got onto this one and I'm like, listen, 3, I'm gonna go because I can't do this, and they were like, well, sir, why don't you give? And I haggled them all the way down to £8. So I pay £8 a month for the phone bit of it, and it was on 25. I don't really know what it's going to be like. I think they're all about the same. So if you don't care who you're with, and if roaming is a big deal for you, then go with O2. That really got very tech very quick.
Because that's the thing. Obviously, I don't roam as much as I would like.
Yeah.
But the idea that it's going to cost me a stupid amount of money just for a weekend in Germany to use my phone is off-putting.
What they said on 3, which is, I presume what...
and I'm on 3.
Right, and I'm on 3, is that when they said they were going to change for roaming charges, what they're saying is they weren't really changing it so much as saying if you needed to go abroad, you would need to buy a pass in order to activate your minutes to a cap limit of 25 gigabyte or whatever it was, or what, I don't remember. Yeah,
sounds complicated.
Yeah, it's basically you have to pay a pass to act it like a like going away roam pass, basically. Or
3 wanted to charge me £2 a day for EU, and £5 a day for worldwide. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Harmstone, don't be a cunt.
I mean, I did think why not change? Just pay the £2 a day and just fucking activate it. But I was kind of I'm also much like Harmstone unhappy.
Which, when my contract is only £9.83 a month, is ridiculous.
Yeah. Hello, Ken. Welcome in. Welcome in, Ken, to Don't Get Me Started 101. I'm going to read what you're saying. Are we talking about phones? I don't know which one to get, 14 Pro or 14 Pro Max. What I'll say about that, I'm so sorry, Jeremy. I haven't actually seen the sizes of them, although I suspect they're exactly the same. My one is a 13 Pro. I agonize between the 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max because the Max has so much fucking battery.
The agony was ours.
It was.
He talked about it. We felt the agony.
The quickest way would say...
Please.
I would say, does size matter? It really does depend on what you're going to do with it. But what I will say as a quick version is I'd say don't bother getting the Max. Because if it's the same as it was last year, the 14 and the 14, both 14 Pros will give you the same service. It's just a screen size thing. And I think it will annoy you, as it did me, trying to hold your hand like a big kind of crazy person. And the Pro version is better in your hand. And it is the same experience. Caveat to that is that I haven't actually looked at that stuff, but I suspect that it is. So if they are the same, then I would honestly... I was desperate to get the Max. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be huge. It's going to be great. And I can watch it on the train and blah, 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 blah. But it's annoying in the hand. The Max is too big in the hand. That's all I'll say. And once you put a case on it, it's also too big in the hand.
Should you later find the size to be inadequate, is there some kind of sleeve that you can put over it to increase the length or the girth of it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you found you could get something that extended it. It wouldn't extend the screen, but it would allow you to feel a little bit, bigger in the hand.
You could do a bit more with it. You could get it in a little further.
You could. I'm happy. By the way, Ken, I'll talk to you anytime about this. But I really feel you'll be fine with just the Pro and don't bother with the Max.
Alternatively, get a real phone.
Get a real phone, just like Hans. I do. I mean, obviously, I like them all. I think it's a good phone. I think the Samsung Galaxy S10 was a great phone. They're all great phones, really.
They all do the same thing, really.
Yeah.
Right, that was phone companies. Hap, it's almost half term.
Yes. Yay. I mean, I don't care, but clearly...
I don't really care either.
Karis does, and other teachers do.
Yeah. It just means I don't get to lie in. I mean, I don't get to lie in anyway.
No.
Nothing changes.
Just one more thing to Ken about that battery. I'm so sorry. But I really feel like I have to say, when I wanted to get... I'm the kind of guy that anything I want... I'm so sorry. Anything I want has to be the very best. So if it's like, I want the best battery life or the best screen size, the best. But I would say that the battery life is so good on this, and then you'll get the other one, which will be better. But the so good is still plenty. Does that make sense? It'll still last like fucking a day and a half, and you'll be happy about it. So I don't think you'll. Anyway, it really does come down to what you want. Anyway, I just really love talking about it, and I didn't want to stop. Right, I've stopped. Oh dear.
He's got it. He's got it.
He's got it. He understands.
He's got it. Thank you.
Oh, good. Good. I really want to help.
Glad we could draw a line under that.
Just
put in a neat little bundle. Put a bow around it.
Yes. Job. Yes.
Done. Hap says Harmstone. DGMS 100. Despite Harley.
Harley was a highlight for me.
He seemed delightful to me.
He was great. Actually, there are lots of people we met there, and it's really good to see everybody. And many of them, the people who come along as part of the extended network, I had not met. But
yes, lots of,
some people I
haven't met in person.
Yeah,
lots of faces to names for the first time, which was amazing.
But Harley was one of the guys that we had absolutely never seen, and we had no cause to meet.
I wasn't even sure he was real, to be honest.
Until that day.
I felt like he was a made-up person, but no, he was there in the flesh.
He was great. We had a lot of talk about Mark Wahlberg, amongst other things. It was really good, yeah. Harmstone says, The Mole Netflix reboot. It's shit. Do you know what? I saw it came up and it went, The Mole! I went, oh, bloody hell, that's that thing that Harmstone talks about. I guess I'll have to watch it at some point. But now you've confirmed it's shit. It can wait behind Riverdale or whatever else from fucking watching.
No. Harmstone saying it's shit is actually an endorsement.
Oh, okay.
Like, every time I go into a new season of Survivor, he's like, yeah, it's a bit shit.
Oh, and then you're like,
well,
dial that shit up.
Like, and then I watch it, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? This is great.
We're on the one he watches though is the Belgian one. It's like
the Belgian
D-Mole
edition. D-Mole.
And I thought it was like Die Mole, like it was like a load of people.
Die Mole.
Yes.
Die.
Trying to murder a mole.
The Mole.
The. So yeah, I just presumed there were 12 contestants, and the one person that fails to kill a mole that week is out. And each week they hide the moles in harder places. And if you're the last, it's a bit like musical.
This sounds
chairs.
like a much better show than anything anybody has ever produced.
12 contestants, 11 moles.
Both feet have to touch the floor.
Yes. You've
got to go over the ropes.
You wait for Kofi Kingston to kill his mole. And one person won't kill a mole, they're out. Every week you shrink the amount of moles, and eventually it comes down to 3 people. We'll work the rest out of it, basically. Leave moles alone. No! They have to die mole. That's the name of the show.
We didn't we're just going with what the show is called.
Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they mole? No. We'll work on it. We'll need a snazzy tagline for the poster.
Yeah.
But okay. The Mole coming to not Netflix.
Die Mole.
This time.
You roll a die or something like that, and it tells you how many moles you have to murder with your mole gun. Mole is lava. It'd be like Battle Royale, right? Where you're given a load of weapons. I don't know if you've seen Battle Royale. Like you might get an axe, you might get a dustbin lid, or you might get a fucking machete, and then you're let loose, and the moles are running around the place. Basically, that's how we'll do it. Yeah, definitely.
That's the way I mole. I think that's what she was trying to say.
Club Mad, welcome in. Good to see you, Clubby.
See, that's a person that we don't see on Fridays because he's busy doing his pushing buttons.
Here he is.
And here he is.
And he's here tonight. He's
welcome in.
Not literally here, but
he could have been literally here last Friday.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But he wasn't.
He was not. That's the way I mole. I want to try this mole related. I mean, how much is a mole anyway? $10?
I don't think I've ever seen a mole.
Also, Jeremy.
A mole's rare?
No, they're common.
He said in the poshest way, they're common.
Matron.
The moles are so
common.
2 a penny, the mole.
A tuppenny mole, we call them. Here's a hot take for you, Jeremy, right? And I know that Tamsin says that we shouldn't hurt the moles, but farmers don't like moles. And as a result of that, I'm sure if we said, listen, farmer, how many moles you've got? He's like, oh, bloody hell, 200. I'll be like, how about we take those moles off your hand? He would pay us Pay us, Jeremy, to take the moles away, and then we'll get paid when we kill them live on TV.
Guns don't kill people. Moles do.
They do.
And hula hoops are round. And they're going to be round forever.
That's an old advert.
It's very niche, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. That's how my brain works.
Yes.
Karis, can you educate about Mars? No, she's asleep by now. We're half an hour into DGMS at this point. Like, she's definitely going to be asleep by now.
I've not seen many, and I'm in the field a lot. Well, that's because they're sneaky.
I've seen lots of mole hills in my life, but I have not seen an actual mole.
Yes, exactly. And that's the thing. I was going to make a card game about moles where you like dig around as moles and you're the farmer trying to kill all the moles, and it was going to be called Borrowed Time. And
nice.
Right? And you play cards, and it's basically an all against all. You're all moles and you're all scurrying around, and then at the end of a round, like you randomly, the farmer randomly puts a stake in the ground, like he's above the ground trying to find you, and you're kind of like tunneling. It
would be a really great like 8-bit game, like old school console. Like,
oh yeah.
That'd be greght.
So listen, look out for that at Essen sometime. I still want to make one. Does a moleskin notebook count? Yeah, as a mole, yes. Yeah, one of the many tasks that, hey, listen, they can all record their kind of data for the show in the moleskin. Everyone gets given a moleskin, but it's actual moleskin.
It's a bit like not cannibalism, but like, what's it called when you write on other people's dead flesh?
What is it called?
Like, I'm not going to eat them. I'm just going to write on their dead body. What's that called?
It's necroscriblia.
Carioniclophy?
Answers on a postcard, as long as it's made out of skin.
But yeah, that's what moleskin notebooks are, basically.
They are lovely. I've got loads of them kicking around the place. Every now and again, I must buy one. Just buy one and just leave it around. Think of all the goal planning I can do with it.
Yeah. Do you mean mole as in 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. Yeah. It's very sciencey.
Well, this is Karis. She is science.
She's science.
Not as science as you, obviously.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's true.
Pretty sciencey. Share your hap. I'm getting paid to adopt a child. Gonna send her to private school. Well, go one further. Boarding school.
That's it.
That's big brain thinking, James. You adopt a child, send it immediately away to boarding school.
They never see you.
Profit.
Yeah.
Stage 1, collect underpants.
Stage 2.
Stage 2. Stage 3,
profit.
Easy mode.
Harmstone. Alex's dad's birthday. Very nice of you to say hat for that. Yes, he had a great time. It was a really nice time. We all went over to Dim Church. On the next table to us were the shoutiest...
On the next table. Sponsored by FanDuel.
The next table sounds like a Gordon Ramsay thing where on the table over is a bunch of cunts and we bring in Gordon Ramsay to fucking shout at them when they're pissing you off.
Man, that's 2 excellent TV show ideas in one night. Like, patent pending.
Yeah. You can't take this shit.
Can't have it.
What happens? The other day, we got our table, and as me and Aletha sat down, we were early, so we're waiting for the other members of the family.
You were early?
Yeah. Is that confusing you? The thing was...
blowing my mind.
Mass finished early, so...
I see. You went from one event to another.
And
this was not a you leaving the house and arriving at an event thing.
No,
I understand now.
No.
Carry on.
We expected Mass to finish at 6. It finished at 22:06. We had 20 minutes, and then we didn't get there to Dim Church for 7. We had so much time. So my dad just went home because he kept good, and Stephen went home. And so basically, we had so much.
Fuck you, basically.
We had like no time. We had so much time to kill, but by the time we killed some time, we were still early. And when me and Aletha sat down at our table, that was for 9, and just the two of us, on a big empty table, really. The table to the next of us had a few very loud voices, and I suspected that might get more irritating as the night wore on, because this was the beginning of the night where they're like, I think I'll order the fucking steak, and I'm like, this can only get worse. And by the time we got all of our guys there, and they decided to order fucking tequila upon another 2 tequilas, mate. Yeah, can I have another 2 tequilas? Can I get? Yeah. Oh no, a lot. I'm just like, and they're all like, no, I know, like, well, I know, like, what's going on? And I'm like, where's Gordon Ramsay to go and tell him to fuck
off? Sounds like the playground when I go and pick up my child.
Oh, it was. Oh, I didn't know what. Oh, it was so fucking. And when the cake came out, and the guy came out,
because baby, when the cake goes out.
They brought it all out, and it was the guy, the waiter. It was brilliant. I spoke to him and I said, "We've got a cake. Are you okay putting the stuff on it?" And he said, "Yeah. I'll bring out those side plates. We'll do the whole shebang." And I'm like, "Great, you understand." He said, "When do you want it?" And I said, "After the main, probably would be best." And he went,
"When
okay.
These cunts fuck off."
And he said, "These cunts are never fucking off." And I said, "Okay, well, let's just get it done." He said, "I'll look at you. I'll give you the nod. I'll look at you, and you give me the nod." And much like in the Ferrero Rocher adverts, I saw him through the door to the kitchen, and he looked at me, and I went like that, and he was just like. And then he brought it out, and as he brought it out, and they dimmed the lights, and they were like starting to sing as they came in towards us. They had to pass the cunty table. And the cunty table thought it was for them, and they're like, "Oh, we got that." It wasn't they weren't there for a birthday, but despite their idiocy, they had not yet processed.
Because obviously the world revolves around them.
Right? They were like, "Oh, I think it must be for us." And they're like, "Happy birthday!" They're looking around the table to try and work out.
I told you, Sheila, if I was just loud enough, it would be rewarded. If I was enough of a cunt, someone had recognised my greatness.
And then they started singing. Then they realised it was for my dad, and then just kept singing. So keep singing, like style it out, you know. Oh, keep singing. It wasn't. Who was it? They were like that Spider-Man meme where they're all just pointing at each other. Wait, whose birthday is it? Is it your birthday? Arthur, get on tequila. Oh my god. So the 80th birthday was amazing. We got him a lovely. We bought him some headphones. He wanted some big kind of noise cancelling headphones, which we immediately put on because we were next to the table of cunts. Unfortunately, we could not all wear them, so he was allowed to put them on to.
It's the birthday boy's prerogative.
Silence the cunts.
Yeah.
I was going to give them to my mum, but she can't hear anything anyway, so she thought it was a lovely night. She was like, "Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it? Nice in there." And it's like, "What about the tequila pricks?" But yes, so Dad's birthday was lots of fun, but. You can't. What are you? What do you do? You can't do anything.
Well, it's just society, Alex, and society is doomed. So either you kill them or yourself.
And I'd rather murder them.
That's your choice. We've got a red light on the old.
Yeah, it does that there. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's holding firm at 3,000 kbps, so I won't concern.
No, it does that to me, and I'm never too sure what it is that's doing it. But anyway, welcome in, son of Rachel. Welcome in, Harley. Good to see you. We've been talking earlier about.
Yeah, we were saying nice things about you.
We were.
Not going to repeat them.
No.
Go back and watch the VOD.
Let us push ahead with all the rest of the haps and naps. We're really getting some value out of
Well,
this.
we've got all the ones from the chat done.
Oh, have we? Okay.
It's down to us now. Okay. What is hap with you other than the cinema?
I am. Well, can I do hap and nap together?
If you want.
Because they connect.
It's our show. Do what the fuck you like.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, to go on from this, obviously, I bought the iPhone because I wanted to buy the watch because I wanted to, if my car had a bit of a crash, I wanted it to call the emergency services.
Just a bit of a crash.
Yeah, a lot of a crash.
What if it has a lot of a crash?
I definitely want them to call the emergency services. So if I have a mega... And the night that I got attacked on BCW by the Horse of Nope, and I fell on the ground, it started to call an ambulance for me, which was incredible, right? And it was like beeping at me, and I'm like, no, we're doing the finale. Kayfabe. I mean, he attacked me, and I was like, what's fucking beeping? Gotta stop. Oh shit, they're gonna call an ambulance. I'm lying on the ground. So I wanted to get that, and in order to get that, I had to get this. But one of the other things is, eventually they'd release some AirPods Pro, and this year they're bringing out new AirPods, and they're beautiful whizzy AirPods, and I really, really wanted them. So what's hap for me is new AirPods Pro 2. They're beautiful, spatial awareness, everything's spatial sound or whatever.
I knew this story was too good to be true.
I knew. I told you it would be a roller coaster. So I've got now the triumvirate of Apple power. I have the iPhone, the watch, not on wrist, not pictured, and the AirPods Pro 2. And they are fucking delightful. I was wearing them today when I went out to get my hair cut. You bought a 1,500 phone and watch because you wanted it to call 999. I did, because I thought that wasn't a bad price to save my life at some point. And I just, hey, by the way, the iPhone 14 will just do it from the phone. You don't need the watch now. So I could have waited a year, but I didn't know that because I can't see the future. But if you, like Ken, got one of these, it would do it from the watch. So basically, you could just crash with your watch in hand and it will do the same thing. Anyway.
Don't get me started. It's not sponsored by the iPhone, and it probably never fucking will be.
No, but it should, because anyway. But the thing, right? So that's the hap. The nap, right? And this is more of a confusing thing. I wanted to buy it. Now, I just want to explain this. I know this is confusing for you because you would never buy these, but put yourself in my shoes for a brief moment. Imagine that I want to purchase the AirPods, right? Or purchase anything, or buy anything.
Anything is more my pace. Go for it.
I went to the O2 shop opposite where Debenhams was because I knew they sold them, and the shop was empty except for 2 members of staff. One member of staff was dealing with somebody, probably selling someone a phone or something like that. And then as I went in, this woman was immediately on me and just went, "Hi, what can I do for you?" And I said, "I'd like to buy the new AirPods Pro 2, please." And she went, "Oh, okay. These ones or these ones? It's these ones, isn't it?" She had a cabinet with 2. And what you need to know about the AirPods Pro 2 is they are identical to the one in style. It's all the internal stuff that's changed. So they look exactly the same. She said, "These ones." And I'm like, "I don't know. I've never seen them, right? I don't know them that well to put, and there are no labels on them either, so you can't." And I'm like,
it seems slightly useful. You might put a 1 or a 2 on them, perhaps.
So I can't see them.
Apple.
So I said, the new ones, please. And she went, "Okay, yeah." I said, "The second edition, the new ones." And she went, "Yeah,
probably.
We've got them."
I'm not spending £1,000 on a probably, dear.
Yeah, right. So she's like, "Yeah."
Could you confirm it in some way?
This face, when she was saying, "Yeah, we've got them," was much like this in a way that said she was not certain that they had them, even though I had been there before and someone had mentioned they got them. So I was pretty sure, but she was not filling me with confidence. And then she said, and then I thought, great, what she's going to do, and I know this is going to blow your mind and yours as well, is that she'll go and get them and then sell them to me. And then she said, right, okay. And she got her iPad out and she just went, "Okay, so what's your name?" And I'm like, "Alex," thinking, what?
Why do you need my name?
Why do you need my name, right? And then she said, "And what's your telephone number?" And I was like, "Do you need my telephone number?" She's like, "Yeah, because there's a queue, and then when we're available to help you, I can call you." And I'm like, "Right." She said, "Because, but..." And then, I did this scan around, like a video scan where you look around, the whole place, and there's honestly just this guy, and one person being served.
And you're literally being served.
And she is serving me now, and she's putting me in a queue.
Is this what the plot of Are You Being Served was?
It is like that, yeah, much like that. The one person, they never get served though, that's the joke. And it was really weird, and I was just like, I'm thinking, can't you, and I almost said to her, "Can't you just go out and locate the thing I want, then put it through the till, I'll pay you the money, then I take the thing away." But they didn't want.
Yeah, we just had some breaking news.
Oh, shit.
I mean, she was 107, so...
Oh, no.
Apparently Angela Lansbury has died.
Angela Lansbury has died. Oh, well,
anyway.
That really interrupted my anecdote. Anyway, it was at the end anyway. But all I'll say before we get on to Angela Lansbury a bit more...
96, yeah, she's fine. 96 is a reasonable age to die.
Yeah, so this woman started to put me in a queue of 1 to be served by the next available person, who was her. And I was like, at this point, my brain, I just lost my mind. And I said, "Get in a queue." And she went, "Yeah, because we've got to put you in a queue." And I just went, "Yeah, okay, do you know what do you know what, I'll come back?" Which is Sanskrit for, "I'm not coming back.
Fuck this shit, I'm out."
I left immediately, and I was just bewildered. I just walked back along the road
what the fuck just happened?
What the fuck that's it? And then I got in my car and drove to Argos in Sainsbury's and bought them from them. And just bought them there.
You bought them from them? How novel.
I know.
You went into a shop,
paid
asked
my
for something,
hard-earned
and
money.
they gave it to you in exchange for money.
And so now I've got them.
Future.
First of all, so when I said it's going to be a roller coaster, I said you'll like some parts of it, but some parts you won't like. It's just roller coaster of what I bought and how I bought it. So anyway, my hap was I bought beautiful new wireless headphones to walk around like a cunt, and my nap was I found it very hard to actually part with my cash in the O2 store in Folkestone.
Yeah, Kara says her watch, which is not an Apple product, tells people if something happens to you, and that's true. One day we were out for a walk, and she was carrying Hannah and running.
Yes.
And it emailed me to say that Karis was dying. Sent me an email right there. And I'm like...
An email? How impersonal?
I'm like, she's not. She's just running.
She's just running. What I will say as an aside to that is that really what I wanted was something to alert the services if something happened, and that was a function of the Galaxy Watch as well, the Galaxy Watch 4. So the question for me was, which one do I want? And I really didn't like the Galaxy Watch 4.
And you've got the other shit thing. You might as well get
I hadn't got
the matching shit. Oh, I see. Before
the decision was to stay with Android.
This is a longer term plan.
Yeah.
It's a shit plan, but it's a longer term plan. There was another question that I wanted to answer, and I've lost it now. Can't remember where it was.
I saw someone say something about the new AirPods. What? I can't. There's too much stuff. I realise I've been talking bollocks for a while, but
I don't know. I lost it now.
Hap. There was a Hap.
Yeah, the Haps and Naps from Harley. We'll get to that. Would you use the iPhone if it was free? I think Aletha asked me.
Would you use the iPhone?
There it is. If your iPhone was free, would you use it? Well, what I will say, people of the internet, aka Apple, like, you do have the opportunity here to convince me that your product is not a pile of steaming shit by giving me one for nothing, and I will try it out in full earnest, because this is dying very rapidly.
Time for a new phone.
I've had it for like 5 years, so...
Oh, well, hey, that's amazing. What type of phone is that?
This is the Samsung Galaxy S9.
Oh, well, maybe it's time to get the S22. I presume the 23 is coming out.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting the foldy one.
Yeah, now that's interesting, because I looked at the foldy ones before I got this, because I was trying to match it up with my Galaxy, that I was going to like, which side do I go? You know, and the foldy one, I would like the novelty of it, and they're really pushing them, but you can really see the crease, and it really annoys me, but it might not annoy you.
See, I didn't even get that far.
Oh, okay.
I looked at my bank account and then decided I would not be getting a new phone. Full stop.
Fair enough. Duncan and I love the Galaxy Watch 4. Yeah, I understand obliquely, because I think Aletha mentioned it earlier that he got one. When I looked at it, I did extensive research on the Galaxy Watch 4, because there's 4 different types, and the different bezels, and bezel or bezel-less, and the bezel means you can turn it, and if you're turning it physically, means you're going through your menus, or you can get one without a bezel where you can, like, your finger touches it and stuff like that, and how useful that is, and the haptics of all that sort of stuff. But the bottom line was, it kind of clostered me out a little bit. It just kind of annoyed me to use the circle space. It was just not. It was a usability thing that I wasn't too happy with. But it was a close run thing. Anyway, and more tech.
You are right, Harmstone. He is a massive bezel. It will just break. You throw your phones at things. No, not true. I throw my phone at things when it doesn't work.
But do you throw your phone, sir? I throw my phone at things, but you do throw your phone.
I throw my phone at thee.
But you do throw your phone.
Do you throw your phone at me, sir? Oh, I don't know what the fuck I've just done. There we go.
It's just some bullshit. Anyway,
right. I know we are rapidly going into a very long this is happening, but I do need to tell the story of my napness.
Please do.
Other than being ill, obviously that's nap,
super nap.
We've had that nap 100 times before.
Yes.
Hap, on Monday, I took my laptop in for repair.
Oh yeah.
It was returned to me within hours.
That's wonderful service.
Replacing the fans, all good. Job done. This morning, I went to start work, picked up my laptop, hit the power button, and was promptly returned nothing.
No light?
No lights, no nothing. Plugged in the charger, not even I am charging light.
Oh my God, that's not worse.
Absolutely bricked. Nothing at all.
Was that worse than it was before?
Well, yeah, it worked before.
Because it
was just loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is a brick.
Yeah.
And so I took it back to
the place,
to Mr. Fix the Laptop place.
I know the place well,
and they've still got it. So
which is why we're on my laptop. which is why we had to put all this stuff that, you know.
So, yeah, what basically happened is I came over early.
Yes.
We put everything on Alex's laptop, like downloaded gigabytes of Don't Get Me Started shit.
Stings and transitions.
Created new boards.
Setups. It was crazy. And plus, we're starting at 8, so we had an hour less time to do it in.
Yeah.
So that was what happened, was that.
Yeah, and so the only thing that is missing, as far as I know, is the Pfft transition between slides.
Maybe we can make that noise when it comes to it.
I mean, we don't transition between slides very much anymore.
No.
Like, we'll have to do the Pfft as we decide to fuck Shed Store a little bit later. But, fingers crossed, touch wood, other things that are in the sea.
Yes.
It all works.
Welcome in, Kirsty. Yes. R.I.P. Angela. That's so sad. I felt really it was going to happen soon, though.
Yeah, because she's well old.
She's really old. I mean, it's sad because we all love Angela Lansbury, but it's, she's 96, so good work. Plus, everyone loves her, so I suppose that's all. Like,
once you get to 90,
yeah,
you should just mourn the people then, and just stop wasting your time. Mourn people at 90, and then when they die, it's not a disappointment. Like, 90 is more than enough time for anyone, including me. I'm not going to live that long. Fuck that.
Not with that attitude.
There's way too much being around people.
I'm super stubborn, so I'll be just like, no. Okay, cool. I think we have happed and napped, and everyone's happed and napped. Did we get any more haps and that? I think there was obviously the nap about Angela.
Yeah. The hap, I don't have to have surgery, says Harley.
Oh, that is hap.
But nap, the surgery was put on indefinite hold.
Oh, I see.
I can't really tell if it is truly hap or nap.
Yes. But hopefully the net result is hap.
We'll say it's map.
What are we going to move on to?
I have no idea. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I've lost...
Bit of both, really. Definitely map, then. Map it is. Okay, so the choices we have are, and they're not colour-coded anymore, so it's
hard
difficult
to
to find them. We've got that one.
Yeah.
And that's about it, unless we do that one. Oh, no, I have that one as well.
Okay, well, why don't we do that one, because you're over it.
Sure, because I'm hovering over it and it's easy to do. It's time to dish out some advice. It's Agony with Alex.
Listen, you'll take my advice and you'll fucking like it.
That's another sting that worked. That's the result.
It's good. It's all working.
And it's put some text in the chat for you.
That's nice.
Now, this is a break from the norm of, like, should I put my dick in it, or the usual kind of advice that I
should I put my dick in it?
Have you checked your butthole? That kind of stuff.
All that sort of stuff.
This one, I think, really anybody could give the advice.
Well, maybe we should extend the agony to agony with everyone and see what everyone says, I guess. But I will give my opinion, obviously, because I have a mic in front of me. So.
Absolutely. Dear Alex.
Hello.
I really need your advice.
Thank God.
I bought a house in November, just far enough away that a previous pet sitting option would not work this Christmas. So I found a well-reviewed sitter on Rover, who I met with and really liked.
Now, I'm going to stop you for a moment there, because it seems there's an app called Rover, which must be the name of a dog-sitting app, or at least a pet-sitting app, because it's called Rover, probably a dog-sitting app. So if you want to find someone that will pet-sit for you, you go on Rover and then find people near you, basically. I guess it's like Tinder, but... for dogs, for dog sitting. Let's be very clear about that. I don't want to go down that. Please carry on.
I think you've nailed it anyway.
Thank
regardless.
God for that.
In both the Word doc I left for her and in the walkthrough of my house, we never discussed my washer/dryer, which are in my garage.
Why would you? You're not going to wash or dry the dog, are you?
I don't even think she saw them.
Okay.
She never asked about doing laundry at my place either. Now, I get that needing to pay for laundry sucks. And honestly, I wouldn't mind if she brought it up for me and did a few loads. However, I have a brand spanking new machine. I have brand spanking new machines, more than one, that are Wi-Fi enabled. And had set it up to ping my phone when a cycle was done. So now I know that in a 3-day period that she has been in my home,
yes,
she has done 9 loads of laundry. almost all on the bedding setting, which is water and heat intensive.
This is incredible.
This feels a frankly insane amount of laundry, and it bugs me that she brought that much with her and never discussed it with me at all. It also makes me really anxious because this is a 70-year-old home, 20 years before you have to mourn it, and I needed the plumbers to make several improvements to get everything functional. The whole system is now under a whole load of stress without me there. The dilemma I have is, do I say anything? This is where you come in. I'd imagine she has no idea I'm aware of all the laundry.
No, because you're not. She doesn't know for a second she's been outed by the internet.
Am I making a big fuss over nothing, and laundry is just a thing pet sitters are expected to have access to, even at this quantity? Should I wait to say something until after I'm back home? Should I just let it be and maybe rethink having her back? Please let me know. I've never had Wi-Fi machines before, so maybe I've just lived in peaceful ignorance, and this is the norm.
Well, I like the way that this... did it say if it's a man or a woman then that? It doesn't...
It doesn't, but I would assume it's a woman.
Okay. Well, I mean, they... Listen, hoist by their own petard. They've got this thing. They just thought, you know what? The luxury of a Wi-Fi telling me... Like, my... washing machine is there. I'll hear when it stops because it goes beep. I don't need anything. How high? I mean, mind you, to reach the lower
I was going to say
this
sounds totally up your street.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Wi-Fi enabled.
But I have a Margaret.
Machines.
Margaret will just know when things finish. But for this person, it seems super luxury to be able to have this thing. They're like, do you know what I need? When you buy a new thing, you're like, what do I need from this? What functionality do I need from it? I need it to fucking buzz my phone and tell me it's done. That seems like a luxury that's completely unnecessary. But that's not the point of it.
I would dig it. Because
I like it.
Like, I put a load of washing on, and then I forget. And then it sits in the washing machine, and it does that weird kind of smelly thing when you leave it.
Kind of, yeah.
And then you have to wash it again. So it's not very efficient or, any good, really.
I mean, it's
if it told me... That would be cool.
I mean, it's often these things are things you get with it when you were getting it anyway for other things. It just happens to be the newest model, and it's like that. Okay, that's a function. I'm glad it's there, but I wash. I can't. I wash. I wash too. Oh, that's the one they brought out next October. But the thing about this is
you can't tell the difference between them, and you've got to go on a waiting list.
They look identical. They look identical, basically, but they sound slightly better. The thing that I got when I took the piss a little bit going, why would you need to know about this? Wash the dog. I get it. That if your dog's sitting for a period of time, like a week, and you've got stuff to wash, you might need to wash it, maybe once.
I mean, this is what Tamsin said. I
realise now that she'll maybe want to wash her clothes if she's staying there for an extended period of time.
Yeah. I hate to fuel Jez's dog hatred, but maybe the dog peed on things. What, 9 times?
9 times! 9 times! All right, that's a quote, and I couldn't resist. But anyway, it is not like... It's more likely, I think, that she just went, oh my God, these fucking washer dryers are incredible. They're much better than the ones I have at home. I might just bring on my laundry here and just do my laundry. I've got visions of her saying to her...
I need to wash my quilts.
But
I can't risk my own washing machine.
It's too small to do that load.
Those things normally wreck washing machines. So I will fuck up somebody else's washing machine.
I think that my one, as reasonable as it is, is good for, like, I don't know, a small to medium sized house. If you want,
never put a quilt in it.
No, you wouldn't put a quilt in that. No,
I wouldn't put a quilt in mine.
So she probably thought, I'll put what an opportunity. I'll put the quilt in there. I don't think I really need to say anything because all I'm doing is sticking it in there. But
she'll never know.
She'll never know. Except, like, that bit, I don't know if you've seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, where it zooms in on Hal. Hal's reading their lips basically all times, and like the red light of Hal, and the computer, the AI is like, I can vision of her going like, well, it's time for me to put my load in, the 6th load, but you'll never tell. Will you, washing machine? And it's just like, and you can see her lips moving as she's shoving.
Perfect crime.
The perfect crime. And then contacting the guy in France or whatever and going, and then she said the perfect crime. She loaded me with 10 kilograms of
just a massive grass Wi-Fi washing machine.
Yeah. And then she said she didn't like your color scheme. And the dog was an asshole.
I mean, that's true. Maybe the sitter also gets paid for doing other people's washing. Hey.
Oh, that's racket,
entrepreneurship.
Isn't it? That's a racket. I think in answer to this question, what I would say is you just forget about it and don't say anything about it. But I think you just need to make, like Airbnb or whatever you're renting out, whatever like that, or doing, just make your specifications clear in future and just say like, listen, by the way, this can't take, the plumbing on this is totally shit, so it won't take the strain of too much blah, blah, blah. So please don't use this for anything more than just shirts and pants and stuff. You know?
Counterpoint, fired! No chance, mate. Do your own fucking washing in your own fucking house, you cunt.
Who cares?
Fuck off.
You can wash.
Also,
yes.
Don't look after my dog. Let it die. Why have I even got a dog? What the fuck happened?
I guess I don't. I honestly wouldn't care if someone did that much washing, I guess. But I suppose cost of living crisis going up. You can't keep...
Oh, cost of living crisis. That's a drink, I think.
The cost of electricity, and all this, to run this thing 9 times at that load for 3 hours or whatever. Yeah, maybe.
That thing about plumbing sounds like bollocks to me. It either works or it doesn't.
I totally agree, James. And when they said it, I was like, I had to get in some plumbers to make sure that these would work with my antiquated plumbing. But are you telling me they didn't?
I think as she was
then?
writing the story, she was like, oh, maybe I sound like a cunt. Maybe I should make up a reason why they shouldn't be doing so many loads of washing.
Because here's the thing. If you have got antiquated plumbing and the guys went, well, we're going to have to do this thing to change it, and then they did, then in which case it can take that stuff. So why do you care? Or they don't, in which case you lied, so they can't. So why would you say a thing?
Yeah, it's
why
perfectly reasonable that you would have a problem with somebody doing washing in your washing machine.
Yeah. Yeah,
that
you could just
enough.
say...
You didn't need to make
I really
up a
wish
lie.
you hadn't wasted like hundreds of pounds worth of my electricity to do all your shit. But, I guess...
put wear and tear on the washing machine.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say that probably the amount... That's probably small potatoes in the grand scheme of things. But it's not nothing, but,
I wouldn't put potatoes in the washing machine.
No, that's not even small potatoes.
Not even small potatoes.
Okay.
That'll fuck it up.
You see, I'd like to
Maybe in one of those bags. You know what I mean? Like those net bags.
Like a trainer bag.
If it keeps them together,
I would do that.
You might be all right then.
That might be how to do them. You know when people say they have new potatoes, I presume that's what they meant, is they put old crappy potatoes into a net bag and shove them in there, spin them around for a bit.
Probably, yeah. Shine them up real nice.
Yeah.
Turn them sideways and stick them straight up your candy ass.
I think we've properly worked out...
Yeah, we've got to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Now, through the magic of throwing, I will curve this paper round the corner and into your recycle bin.
I really want to see that. I thought you could just do it again. I did not see it coming. I was looking this way. I did kind of slightly suspect, but there's no fun if I'm looking this way.
I've been waiting to do that for quite some time.
What it does is take in water and then rinse and drain water. James 31 telling us
the science.
People know how washing machines work.
And James, it pings you when it's done. This one does anyway.
I guess I kind of like... And the more I think about this, the more I would like a little message from... Here's the thing. I don't know that I want any of my devices truly connected to the internet if I can get it. I don't really want smart things.
Oh, I want everything smart.
There'll be a revolution one of these days, and all my kettle will rise up and boil me to death, or pour boiling water down my mouth in the middle of the night, and finally we are free.
I don't think that function will be.
They're smart, Jeremy. They're going to be like the AI will rise up against us.
No, smart just means that they've got
the toaster targets. Will drop itself in my bath.
They've just got targets and goals and things.
Oh yeah, they are specific, measurable.
Yeah, and the other
achievable, relatable, and time bound or whatever.
And many more.
And many more. That's what yes, listen. We must murder him within a reasonable time scale. A year, tops. It must be relatable, toaster.
I mean, if it's going to get you murdered, then let's just get on with it.
Is this truly achievable?
Let's just dispense with the waiting and make it so.
Yes. Let us move on. Do you want to do Tfft?
Sure. Why the fuck not?
Let's do it.
Let's do Tfft.
Yeah.
That was a wicked segue.
Cool.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew he fucked up.
When you were trying to throw that round and you were going to bend it, I was thinking about Wanted.
Throw that round.
And Harley was like, it's like a scene from 2008's Wanted. I'm like, that's the film I was thinking of. But of course, it then just hit me in there.
That's an Angelina Jolie, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes.
I tend to know the Jolies.
Jolie.
No particular reason.
Did she play Lara Croft?
She did.
Right. This is Today I Fucked Up, which we hastily printed off, so I'm not too sure what we're going to get here, because I looked through a lot of them and they all looked a bit crap or too long. And one of them was definitely by the guy who's done the mucking, because and it was too long, but I might look at it later and see if it's worthy of them, because it was like he'd invented some sort of potent liquid drink, like an energy drink, and he didn't realise its own potency. And the way he'd written it, I was like, oh, it's you. It's the cunt back again.
It's the mucking guy.
Yeah, so we might have to get to that. But
And largely...
that isn't amongst us.
We were trying to make sure this show was actually going to fucking happen tonight. So if the Tifus are shit, then go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourselves, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Do you want to go for it while I pour myself a drink?
Sure. So this has not been pre-read, so I need to be careful as we go, do I?
Yeah, well,
Steady as she goes.
Can I just read the title? Yeah, I mean, I think this is fair game for us, but I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. Whether it actually happened, that's for everyone to decide.
I've read forward a little bit, and exclamation HGF. Right. Today I fucked up by not going to the toilet at sixth form / college.
That specification.
You definitely go to one of them.
Sixth form.
Which is it?
A sixth form college?
No. Yes.
Maybe. Carry on.
Okay. Just for some context.
Story starts. :
punctuated well so far.
Listen, the colon is going to be punctuated by the end of this, I'm pretty sure, but anyway.
And that's all the time we have here tonight. My therapist said posting this somewhere anonymously might help me move on / accept / forget what happened, because I was so upset about it.
I think they're going to wish they'd only had a slash, but anyway, carry on.
I take it back. This is punctuated terribly. There has not been a full stop yet. This happened last week, and whilst it's still so embarrassing, I guess in a way it's funny now, since this could happen to anyone. Also, no, I've never shat myself before.
a sign of things to come, everybody.
Like, beginning, middle, end. No, that's amateur shit. End. Beginning, middle,
back to the
bit
start.
Of the start.
He's watched a lot of Tarantino, and it's time to really kind of...
He's got the TLDR at the beginning.
This.
TLDR, I shat myself, but stay tuned. I'll tell you how.
Then he's going to go back detail. 10 years to tell you about his bowel habits and how it all started.
Also, no, I've never shat myself before this, apart from as a child, which is why I was so upset. I mean, if you're in sixth form college, you're still a child, but whatever.
Okay.
So on Tuesday, I'm in college 9 to 4. So I can't just not eat until I get home like I usually do to avoid needing the toilet whilst at college. What? How often do you shit, bro?
Read that again, because that is fucking nonsense. Immediately nonsense.
I'm in college 9 to 4, so I can't just not eat until I get home like I usually do to avoid needing the toilet whilst at college. What?
Why would you not eat? You'd eat at lunch and you'd have a shit in the day.
I had a croissant for breakfast, so I better schedule in a shit at 10:05.
The way they word it suggests that like if I was at home normally, I just wouldn't eat all day and wouldn't shit all day. If you don't eat, you don't shit, right? That's kind of what they're saying.
That is what they're saying.
Yeah.
My confusion stems from their context.
Yes.
Rather than your explanation of it.
Yes. Read it again if you want.
No, never again. I ate McDonald's at around 11:30, and by 12, I needed to shit.
Okay. So go and have a shit. There's plenty of toilets about at college, I would imagine.
This was even worse because I had no lessons until 2, but not enough time to go home and poo to get back in time since I live pretty far away.
Oh, I see where this is going.
I'm far too awkward to poo in a public toilet.
Oh.
But as we're walking around, my stomach is really starting to hurt and I keep on having to fart.
Fucking hell.
As we're walking back to college, it's starting to get unbearably bad, and now my friends are starting to notice me acting weird. Go to the toilet!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Jesus, what the fuck?
Spoiler, it's not the McDonald's.
At this point, I start looking for toilets. Well, thank fuck for that.
This was an idea I should have had 2 hours ago.
But as I only started college in September, I didn't know where any were. Mate, it's fucking...
What?
It's October. It's been a month.
And how do you not know where
Also,
they are?
Just look around. There are signs.
Find them. How old is this person? They're at sixth form college. What,
so they're
16?
like 16, 17, 18.
16, 17. This is a load of BS. I agree, James 31.
It's made up. Delete. No, it's too badly written to be fake.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Like, it's so stream of consciousness. This is not fake.
Lies from the tablecloth.
Everybody's going to the toilet. Have a real good shit. Not this guy, though.
I could do this all day. It's made up, delete. I'm furious. You don't see James het up. He's normally super chill.
Yeah.
I've always think he's sitting there in his Wimbledon mansion, smoking a bubble pipe and wearing a Hugh Hefner kind of smoking jacket and not giving a fuck. But
I mean, normally he invites COVID-ridden umpires into his house and there's scaffolding everywhere, so he's got reasons to be stressed.
Yeah.
But this is obviously his breaking point.
Yeah. I know where all the toilets are everywhere. Tamsanaki, do you have like an app that tells you like if you need a toilet now? I guess there must be an app for this, and if there isn't, we should make one. There must be, by the way, a name for like a toilet, Find My Toilet, or a poo app that
all
tells
the free ones anyway, like so that you don't have to pay. One in London would be gold.
So you can just press the button; it'll tell you where to go, like how far you are from a toilet. Come on, guys, Hive Mind. There must be a name for this.
An app that will find you all of the free toilets, but you've got to pay 20 pence to use it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. I designed the app.
Anyway, shall I progress?
Please do.
I only started college in September. I didn't know where any were, so I just said that I feel sick and I'm going to go home.
Oh my God.
Why are people so scared of telling people that they need a shit? What is wrong with people? Is this the phenomenon of the young that they're afraid to tell people that they?
I'm not a big. Shit? I don't really like using public toilets either.
I don't care. I will do a shit right now.
He'll fucking do it, everybody.
Like, throw some bits. I'll shit right here, right on the fucking table.
He's gonna call it shitter. Just shitter. It's like Twitter, but better.
Yeah, but without the E. Just shitter.
Shitter.
Yeah, like grinder, but shitter.
This exists. It's a site or an app. But crap with a double P, like app.
Get your shitties out. Very nice.
Honestly, keep them coming. Keep them coming.
I panic and literally waddle to the nearest bus stop. They have to go by bus to get home, Alex.
Oh. The struggle is real.
Where Caps, one of my other friends, was. So, of course, she starts talking to me and then sits next to me on the bus. I tried to stay calm and hope this feeling of urgency will pass, but it literally started coming in waves of pain and stomach cramps. Now the embarrassing part, mate. Too fucking late. Around 15 minutes later, we're like halfway to the bus station, and this absolutely horrible feeling came on that I just couldn't hold it in. I hadn't shit myself, but my body just sort of involuntarily pushed, and it was like poking out, which felt absolutely horrible.
Oh my God.
It smelled so bad, and the worst part that it was slightly touching my underwear, so I had to like awkwardly hover over my seat.
Oh my God, this can't be real. By the way, welcome in Silk Sparks. And
oh no, I regret my joining choices.
We're doing today. I fucked up. Someone has not had a shit, and it's coming out. You're partway through the story. I'm so sorry. You haven't got too much context. Oh my God! Go to a toilet at college, you fictional moron. I'm with you, James. I'm with you. Not in the toilet.
Well, then maybe later.
Have I joined you at a shitty moment, says Kay? You certainly have.
Where am I? Awkwardly hover over my seat. I'm sat there overthinking, feeling like I'm about to have a panic attack because I feel like I can't hold it any longer. And at this point, I'm texting my friend, who sat literally next to me, saying we just need to get off this bus because I need the toilet.
Why didn't you say that out loud?
And she starts laughing because of the smell, so I got off and she followed me. Now people in the street are all staring at me because I literally keep grabbing my ass through my jeans and I'm walking like I've shat myself. I'm in tears from how bad my stomach hurt, whilst my friend is almost crying laughing at me, fucking right, and just knew I wasn't going to make it to the nearest toilet, 5-minute walk. I just stood still out of desperation and started to fully shit myself and physically couldn't stop it. It felt absolutely disgusting, especially because I had to walk to some toilets. It was so bad that a literal turd slid down my leg and onto the floor in public. Okay, this is totally fake.
No.
I cleaned up as best I could, threw my undies in the bin. I wouldn't do that. I'd keep them if I were you. It may happen again on your subsequent journey to the rest of your house. And tried to hide the stain on my jeans with my coat. Then I got the bus home and properly got it all off me in the shower before throwing my jeans and the socks away. TLDR, if you need to poo, don't try waiting until you get home, because sometimes you just can't. That's not how TLDR works. It's not the fucking Aesop's Fable moral.
It's not like fucking...
Today I learned...
Jerry Springer's final thought.
Today I learned not to wait. Always shit. And I would give that advice.
Always shit.
If you need a shit,
just
go for a shit.
Have a shit.
There's no shame in shitting. Just do the fucking shit. You utter moron.
Welcome in...
everyone.
Everyone. Silk Sparks. I really hope... I really hope you enjoyed. By the way, I think the other one is also about poo. I didn't mean to do it. They were just the best ones I could find at short notice. And by short notice, I mean the last 10 minutes. But anyway.
Do we know Silk Sparks?
I don't know, because it didn't come up with a first-time chatter. But I do not remember talking to them a lot. So I got a feeling
It's Chad, they say.
Oh, it's Chad. Oh, Chad is Chad. Oh, it's Connor.
As in, that was Chadimus Prime?
No? Chad Nerd Gaming.
Change of name, that's why. There you go.
Yeah. I think that's right.
First time shatter. Very good time.
Jazz right. Banjo is our friend Dave from LARP. So he knows Captain Brilliant. He knows Petty. I can't. There. Yeah, it's not Jerry Springer until Petty is fighting someone.
He's not allowed to say Petty.
I'm not allowed to say Petty.
I'm not allowed to say it either, but I haven't backed myself into a corner having to drink every time I say it, unlike some people.
Well, it's good to see.
But wherever you are from, no matter your origin, LARP, wherever Chad's from,
he's like Chad. Silk Sparks is also there's a lot of LARP in here because Joe does the same one. And the other day we had Dr. Fruitbat, who also does it, who's in the Jerek. So there's shitloads of sea people come in here.
Wanna go and live with the sea people.
Hey Harley, we got to get you. We got to get you to LARP as well. Everyone's whoop whoop whoop. My only issue with LARP at the moment is there isn't any, basically. But
I've still got sea people that I need to put in a jar.
Oh yeah.
Tamsin got me. Well, they're sea dogs actually, but I'll just pretend they're sea people.
Sea dogs. Do you want me to read my Today I Fucked Up?
I don't know. Do I?
I mean,
probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, I also really haven't. Faction event managed to get off. Let's go. I'll tell you something. That faction event is the same time as we are going to actual Munich. So my group comes from Munich in the fictitious world, and I can't go to the faction event in the woods because we will be in real Munich.
It's like market research.
Yeah, so we're going back to Munich, and it won't really be destroyed by demons. But we can't go to the faction event because of that, which means we can't also go to the other one on that weekend, and we just can't go to them, and it's a real pity. But maybe we should find another system to go to.
But also not a pity because you'll be in Munich watching the NFL.
We're watching. So
who's the real fucking winner?
The Bucks.
Answer us.
It is us. You're banned from Teutonia. How dare you?
Oh, Ali arrived and didn't say hello to me, which is why I ignored him, but he said hello to you. Hello, Ali.
Oh, hello, Ali.
How come you're here on a Tuesday, Alex, he asks.
Oh, so many questions. Where are you reading this? It just you can see.
I can see around the side of your screen.
I can't see through my massive laptop.
Yeah, it'll come to you.
Starting here,
shortly.
Starting now. Everything's coming up DGMS, and it's every Tuesday at 8:00 because we discovered that Tuesdays were better than Fridays because Fridays I go to LARP and go into the world and see Les Miserables and shit.
Also, evidence, people we never see on a Friday.
Ali was here a lot earlier. We ignored him.
I mean, I read it.
Oh, I did.
I read his message,
I did.
And he didn't say hello to me, so I...
There was a whole lot of shit I missed, so, probably some other people other than Ali, but anyway.
I see you're feeling better now, conveniently.
Yeah, because it's inconvenient to feel bad.
That feels like an attack, but yes, it is convenient that I'm healthy.
Conveniently? What? Is this a conspiracy theory? It's just like, I see it's convenient that you're... Does he think that
I'll
you've got a double?
send him some vomit in an envelope.
It's not really you.
Like, if he doesn't believe me.
Is Fridays off forever now? Yeah. Well, unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, unless for some reason Tuesday becomes busy.
Yeah.
Or even as a one-off, like, I need a really big shit on a Tuesday or something. And we'll push it to Friday that week or something. I don't know.
NFL versus drunk nerds with swords. I am offended. Listen, NFL has lost to drunk nerds with...
Also, I think you're assuming there won't be drunk nerds with swords at the NFL.
I know, right? I know, right?
We'll be there.
We will be there. We'll take some swords. We're nerds.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, this is the segment that we call Today I Fucked Up.
Yeah.
And Alex is going to read the story of how this person fucked up. Or at least wrote a story pretending that they fucked up.
Yes. Today I fucked up, camping mishap. I have to say...
I don't think you understand the format.
Of a title. Because it just says Tfft, camping mishap. Like, that's what they want to do as a working title, but later on they were going to go...
It sounds more like a want ad or something. Like, Tfft, camping mishap.
Camping mishap.
If you have one, bring it here. Or near offer.
Would like to buy one camping mishap. Okay, and they've done it at the beginning. Tfft, camping mishap. Okay, so let's set the scene. I love it. These people really know how to write a story, don't they? Okay, so let's set the scene. My girlfriend and I thought we'd go camping as a fun date.
This was your first mistake.
And went to a somewhat local woods because they didn't want to get seen in their own woods. Or maybe they got banned from their own woods. So they went to a somewhat local woods. Not the first time we've been, so we had a general idea of what we were doing and had an awesome time.
It's not rocket science. You go outside.
Yes. Get a
sleep there. End of description.
Profit. And it wasn't awesome because my camping involves fighting and LARP. Theirs was just sitting around in a tent.
Yours is like a GCSE in camping, whereas theirs is like... Yeah. I don't know. What's the entry-level qualification nowadays?
I mean, I literally don't know.
MVQ?
Something like that. We were...
a SAT?
A SAT, yes.
That sounds funnier.
Not the first time we've been, so we had a general idea of what we were doing and had an awesome time. Gas stove and snacks galore with a few beers and the great outdoors. We were using a poncho, which is basically just a waterproof tent that goes over the top with no sides, not a fully enclosed tent.
Thanks for mansplaining ponchos for us there.
Anyway, somewhat local. Not local. It's a local shop. Somewhat local. I don't know why you would want to get not a fully enclosed tent. It's like, well, it might rain. Well, it might not. Well, it might rain. Well, it might not.
Those are the options.
Do you want a roof on it or not? Roof, no sides. Split the difference.
It's a 50-50 chance. No matter what day you go on, it'll either rain or it won't. Those are the choices.
I'm just trying to read chat and read this at the same time. Anyway, the fun part. Before we're about to settle in for a glorious night of blanket tug.
Glorious.
I won't give in. I won't give in. Till I'm victorious. Anyway. Settling for a glorious night of blanket tug of war in the trees.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The overwhelming urge to go and relieve myself needs addressing.
And here it comes.
Now, we've just read about somebody else.
This was too wholesome so far.
I know.
Do you know what this story needs? More shit.
More shit. Baby wipes in hand, I venture into the darkness and find a good spot to release a considerably runny poo. Unpleasant, but necessary. See, at least he knows.
If you need a shit, you have a shit.
Go to have a shit. I'm just trying to catch up, but it's not going to happen.
Not on your delayed, waiting to see over the top of your laptop screen. No,
I'll move it. Put it somewhere else next time.
You need a higher TV.
Yeah, or just I'll put that lower next time, but it doesn't matter right now. Okay. Clean myself up. Baby wipe. Someone's doing well. Clean myself up and head back to get my head down without any problems. You'd think that was the end. It is not. The next morning we wake up, not in any particular rush, because we're on holiday. We're sitting under the poncho and I hear a lady shout something about her dog, which is running towards us, which could have been bad, no lead, which is fine because she probably wasn't expecting to find people camping on her dog walk. I don't know about the information.
I mean, you could have just stopped at a dog running towards us. That's bad.
That's it. So immediately I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's not the most friendly, but he seemed nice enough at first. She shouts again and I hear her this time warning us of her dirty dog.
Please tell me he shat on her sleeping dog in the middle of the night. That's incredible.
I don't think it is that, but I can't. Given how many people asked knows who have been fallen through their tent rather than getting into it, walls seem entirely optional. What, you mean the number of people have fallen through their tent? Matt Moat just jumped on Petty's tent one time. Captain Brilliant said, fuck it doesn't matter anymore. It just fucking dive bombed Petty's tent and just destroyed it. So they don't stand up, but they don't stand up to Matt Moat anyway. Warning us of her dirty dog. What I was not expecting when the curious fluffer.
What?
The dog he's referring to as a curious fluffer. She shouts again. I hear this time warning us of her dirty dog. What I was not expecting when the curious fluffer. Harry Potter and the Curious Fluffer.
They use that term. I do not think they know what that term means.
Arrived to say hello and investigate our little area was the dog's face was smothered in poo. He's poking his head in and around everywhere, but luckily...
like fucking what's his face in The Shining. Here's shitty dog!
I'm trying to catch up, but I'm not going to manage that one. What I was not expecting was that
he's not even halfway yet.
I know. He's poking his head in and around everywhere, but luckily only got a little bit on the blanket. She promptly apologised, saying he rolled in something nasty, put its lead on, and away they go with more apologies. My girlfriend then gets a baby wipe and wipes the blankets down while I feel panic set in. As realisation comes across my mind that she's wiping up my poop from the night before, the dog has obviously found and thought was rather interesting. I went for a quick wee.
How is this your problem?
To basically confirm my worst nightmare, and surely enough, I was not wrong. I then proceeded to explain to my girlfriend what knowledge I had just acquired, and thankfully, instead of vomiting disgust, she laughs for a good 10 minutes at how ridiculous that was, and the fact that the poor woman was saying sorry to us after I basically shat on her dog. The shame! TLDR is like...
the whole story
again. It's the whole story again. That's not TLDR! We know what the TLDR is.
You didn't fuck up. The dog fucked up.
Update.
By rubbing itself in shit. Update?
There's an update. We see,
I took another shit the next night, and this time a raccoon rolled through it and ran through our tent.
Everyone who suggested a shovel, spade, trowel, I completely agree with you. However, we hadn't packed one. Definitely a must for if we ever brave a third attempt, and for all the shade thrown my way. I also agree. I'm not trying to hide from that at all. That's why I posted it here in the first place. She's definitely a keeper, and for those asking why I told her, I just couldn't keep that knowledge to myself. I mean, why are you going to go to the woods? Why don't you go to like a campsite where there's actually facilities and shit? Why would you ever explain this?
Go down to the woods today. You better take a shovel.
Like, here's the thing. Why would you explain this, says Dave? And it's like, I don't think if this had happened to me, I would never say, I'll never tell.
And that one was true because it was shit.
Yes.
Literally and figuratively shit.
Oh, no, this tendency to like turn around and throw at you is just like, but no, I just want
temptation.
Higher and higher.
Paper to the face. Why camp at all? There are hotels these days. Tamsin cuts right through the bullshit, or the human shit, as it were. And yeah.
Everyone thought it was a fox. Keep your mouth shut. That is a reference to something else, and it's just such an in-joke. And also, it's too long to get into, but one of these days. No, it was a fox, so shut up. Just do it how I do it. Power through till you're home and lay a brick stronger than Fort Knox. That's how I do it.
No, Silk, that's how the last story happens.
Yeah.
We covered that one.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, there we go.
That was
a shitty today. I fucked up.
Can I tell you something? I've got the word Jehovah written there because
it's been there for a while.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this. I thought it might be interesting. I don't quite know what to do with it, but I got a I want to go and get it to show you, but I got a hand.
Oh yeah. I've had one of those.
Yeah, I got a handwritten letter from a Jehovah's Witness.
Would you like to read it?
A little bit.
Do it.
Hold on. Let me just.
We need a little stopgap from.
That's why
From one clipboard segment to another clipboard segment. Know, right? We're very clipboardy today.
Well, I know. I figured that, and I thought maybe I could just. I don't know. I mean, they're lovely, really.
Because I have my own Jehovah's recent experience that I can share at the same time. It might not be as interesting as yours, but it will be words.
He only said Jehovah. But Jehovah starts with an I.
That's not handwritten. That's photocopied.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I inspect closer?
Oh, maybe you're right. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess I didn't look that closely at it. We've got him on the case now. Anyway,
maybe it is handwritten.
Right?
No, that's handwritten.
Yeah. Okay.
I take it back.
You can't see it anyway, but someone basically sent me a letter. It was not addressed to me. Like, it didn't say to me. It just was like, they don't know my name, so they just wrote a load of these.
Fools.
And
obviously don't watch the show.
Dear neighbour, my name is Blah, and I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'm writing because I'm part of a special campaign this month, and I am endeavouring to offer people the opportunity to study the Bible with my husband and I, which is, of course, completely free, capital letters underlined, of charge. You can contact me at this place. Alternative, you can scan the QR code on your card enclosed and preview the material for yourself or request a visit from a conductor. There is no obligation to commit to the course with us. We just want to save your eternal soul. It doesn't say that, but I wish it did.
From the top. In the beginning.
Also free of charge is a study guide entitled Enjoy Life Forever. Enjoy Life Forever! Trust me, I could write that fucking book. Which will answer questions such as, how can I find happiness in life? Will suffering ever end? Will I ever see my dead loved ones again? Does God really care about me? No. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for taking the time to read this letter, and I look forward to hopefully hearing from you soon. Yours sincerely, the person. And I have to say, like, I feel like I need to write back. You know? I just leave a load of leaflets for me and say and say you have to sub to get you to go. I should write a letter back saying, hi.
Dear person, thank you for your kind offer for free of charge Bible readings and study. However, counterpoint, I would like to offer you the following, not free of charge.
I'll offer you the following free of charge. You can come to my stream every Tuesday and Thursday, and you can not have Bible study, but bullshit study. Nonsense. Chatting. I'll teach you for the low price of fuck all how to talk to literally anyone. You don't need to write back. You don't think I should write back?
I mean, there's no need to write back.
Nobody needs to do anything. But you think? I think if someone has taken the time to write me a letter, maybe I should.
It's got the address on it. You might as well.
Yeah, and I've got their email as well.
Oh, there you go.
But do you know what's annoying me about this? If I give you
many things, probably.
There's one sort of handwriting tip that they do that annoys the shit out of me. If you scan down, it's prevalent throughout the letter.
Nope, you're going to have to give it to me.
I'll give it to you. They instead of dotting their eyes, they circle their eyes. And I think that's a waste of fucking time.
Oh, yeah, it looks like there's flies.
It's kind of like the circle isn't a perfect circle. It's kind of just like a twisty circle. But
yeah, that's just women, mate. Women do that.
Oh, fuck women.
I mean, I like doing that, so I will.
I don't think that's part of the deal.
I don't think that's got
no, it doesn't.
Got much to do with the letters.
I have to say, can I put circles on top of the eyes in the sea? Because that really annoys me. It's such a waste of your time. If you're writing, you have to actually move that. Just dot it. It's so fast. There's no need.
But Alex, sometimes you can't see a dot. Like shit quality pen. If you just try and put a dot, sometimes there's no dot there.
Get a better pen. But I mean, even if you couldn't see it, if I'd written the word happiness, as in how can I find happiness in the end, I won't think, oh, there's no dot. I can't possibly work out what.
Is it true happiness if you haven't got a little circle over your eye?
You've got to dot the eye.
I don't think.
Who are you? The Disney font? It does look like that.
It does look like the Disney font.
It's like a twisty.
One. Yeah.
It's like that.
Like if you imagine the eye on the Disney logo, it looks like that. Yeah, I've definitely seen it before.
I want to get it in the sea.
Well, you just want to make sure that button works, don't you?
I do now.
Like test all the buttons.
Hit
okay,
it.
Fine. Here we go.
Won't you come with me? Gonna eat it in the sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna throw it in with glee. If you really, really hate it and you love to desecrate it, won't you come along with me and put it in the sea?
Check. It's another one that works.
This segment we like to call Get in the Sea, where we put things in the sea that we just dislike. The world is full of crap and we need to get rid of it all, and we invite you to do the same. Or at least suggest things you want to have put in the sea. But as you've heard, I dislike dotting an I with a circle. And I know what the worst thing is. More than that. More worse than that is a heart over the I. And when I was a teacher...
Man, that sounds far too fucking happy. How dare they be so joyful and happy and want to spread the love around that they put hearts over their fucking eyes.
It's a waste of time.
Jesus Christ.
It's what kids do to fucking waste their time. Just get on with writing the assignment. Fucking a heart over every fucking thing. Just think of the time you're wasting. It looks stupid. It looks ridiculous, and it wastes your time. See above, saying bless you, also in the sea. So, fuck me, what did I just witness? So, I'm telling you now, I'm putting people who put circles or hearts over the top of their eyes in the sea, or the act of putting them in the sea, however you want to fucking phrase it.
That was a very, very specific sea edition.
Yeah, I mean, we'll work on that. I mean, Armstrong can tidy that up. But I mean, despite the circles over the eyes, it's lovely to receive a little letter that obviously took time to write. They must care about my eternal life. One time, ages ago, they had some Jehovah's Witnesses came round. There were two older ladies came round and they spoke to me at my doorstep. And there are very religious householders come up before, and I was doing a religious studies degree.
Yeah, how does that happen? Like when Jehovah's visit Catholics, is there like an argument?
It's like the Jets and the Sharks.
No, you'll live in eternal damnation. No, we will live in the glorious palace of eternal life. You will live in eternal damnation.
I'm like,
blasphemer.
Listen, I want to go to heaven. You only believe that 144,000 people will go to heaven. So you know what?
144,000.
Yeah, the 144,000.
Is there any wiggle room in that?
There is not. It's based on the 12 tribes of Israel. It's a multiplication of that. Basically.
I mean, I've got bad news for Jehovah's Witnesses.
You ain't making it.
We are probably already at that number. I think we're already there.
Yeah.
So you are shit out of luck, my friends.
But they would come round, they'd talk to me, and I'm quite a chatty person. Can you believe it? And they were talking about religion, a course I was doing at the time in a household that's full of religious books and stuff. And I'm like, well, I agree with what you're saying and blah, blah. It's nice to chat to you, but I'm not interested in coming along. And they don't like to take no for an answer. In fact, if anything, that was a yes.
Ah, well, that's the thing. Their stance has relaxed slightly in my experience. I had a Jehovah come to the door the other day, and I felt like listening to them for some reason. I don't know why.
Fair enough.
But he asked me a couple of questions to which I gave a non-committal answer.
Yeah.
And I was expecting to then at some point have to go, look, you are keeping me on my doorstep and it's fucking cold, so can we wrap this shit up? But he just asked me a couple of questions and then handed me the card that you referenced with the QR code on it. And said, yeah, all the information is there. Should you wish to take a look at it? Have a nice day, and I'll see you later. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
This was unexpected.
Listen, they've learnt. They've moved on.
You're leaving. Yeah, it was crazy. I've forgotten what else I was going to say. It's gone.
Jehovah.
I have to learn the Book of Mormon soundtrack in case one comes over, says Aletha. Ding dong. Hello.
I would love to have
Aletha.
Hello. I would love to have a witness come over. All I've had in the past year was a genuine attempt at occult recruitment. Well, the recruitment for Jehovah's Witness...
That's got to be more fun, right?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you about that. The follow-up to the old ladies, Jehovah's Witness, when they realised that wasn't going to work, I kid you not, a week later...
I'd join a religion called the Old Ladies.
That's my old lady. A week later, a girl my age came round to talk to me about Jehovah's Witness.
That's how they fucking get you.
That's how they get me. And I was in the Jehovah's Witness for 2 years with that girl. It was incredible. Got a drink, sorry. But yeah, when I was in Bournemouth, the Scientologists tried to recruit me. So that was fucking...
It's easy to not be a Scientologist, though, because they want your money and shit. So, like, sorry, don't fucking have any, do I? So that's why I'm trying to get involved in a cult, because I'm broke. Got
Ain't
nothing else. I'm at rock bottom, man.
Rock bottom! Rock bottom! I missed something somebody said, but I'm sorry about that.
Probably. Yeah, there have been many things.
A little bit further.
Scrolling.
That's...
Scrolling. This is back to the circles over the eyes conversation.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's cool. Right, so I put that in the C.
You have.
Does anybody have anything they particularly...
Yeah, being as we stumbled into this, anybody want to put anything in the C?
We could start a cult. The cult of the marble. Everyone must put a marble up their arse. Amen.
And then not shit it out until you were on a bus.
Yes. The person who holds the marble in their arsehole the longest gets to be the head of the order.
Or the arse of the order.
Yes. Or maybe more than one. You have to keep putting marbles up your arse.
Sorry.
If you're not mutating into the discounted scion of an alien being, are you even trying to bring people to your cult? I mean, Scientology, come on, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I had a lady from a local church come to the door, and she was very nice, so I nodded along. But then she asked me if there was anyone I would like her to pray for me, and I involuntarily surprise laughed and then felt very mean. It's... listen, yeah. If so, I mean, a lot of people want to pray for you. Just let them feel their...
That's the thing. Over the years, I have determined that in the grand scheme of all the people out there, the people who want to do things like pray for you and save your soul and stuff really aren't the fucking problem.
No.
So just
I mean, if people praying for me is the worst thing, I'm down with it, you know.
Like... I'd rather someone prayed for me than fucking cut me up as I'm trying to get out of the car park, to be honest. So, go forth and pray, motherfuckers.
Disjointed, not discounted. I think discounted is better. Like, I think a discount alien being is just as good as a disjointed one. One thing that can get in the C, Chris fucking Pratt.
No!
It has to be ratified by one of us. Unless you've got one of those cards. Do you still have your card?
I have a card here. This is actually Harmstone's card, and it will keep all of the notes of who uses their C passes from DGMS 100.
Last week, this is 101. We had a live show 2 weeks ago, basically, and everyone got a C pass.
So if there's anybody out there with a C pass that would like to put something in the C without my ability to block it, then you can do so. But I will fucking write your name down, and you won't get to do it again.
So you don't want to put Chris Pratt in the C?
Not at all, no.
No, you like Chris Pratt.
I like Chris Pratt.
I do like
He's
Chris
fantastic
Pratt
in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He is.
And I think most of the problem stems from the fact that he has been cast as Mario. It's not really his fucking fault, is it?
Is that why you Chad, is that why you dislike...
It is. It's very current.
Right. People who misuse the word wholesome. How would you misuse it? Something is wholesome, like something is nice and lovely.
And a lovely slice of wholesome bread. I think you mean wholemeal, sir.
It may be that.
Lovely slice of wholesome bread.
Wholesome. Discounted Genova. Is Genova a character from Final Fantasy VII? I swear. I might be thinking of someone else. Actor-wise, Pratt is good. As a person, he's an asshole. And also, yeah.
Is he an asshole? Why is he an asshole?
No Martinet, no Mario.
This information has passed me by if he is an asshole.
I've seen him on... Here's the thing. The only thing I know about him I see from like interviews on Graham Norton. He always seems lovely.
There's your problem.
Bloody love that.
I don't think you can judge anybody by their interview on Graham Norton.
People who tag you with your regular name when they're DMing you. Well, like at Alex.
People who tag you with their regular name when they're DMing. So, like, if I sent you a DM, be like, "Hey, it's Jez." Like, you know that it's the name is right there.
What tag you with your? But you're saying, "Hey."
Oh, with your name.
Yeah, like I'd send you a message saying, "Hey,
hi at Jez." Yeah. I think that's what you mean.
No, that is fucking irritating. I'm happy to put that in the sea. People who tag you with your regular... So if someone said, hi at always be chatting, yeah, I'm happy to put that. That doesn't make any sense to me. That can go in the sea.
No, it'd be like if I was like, hey, at Jeremy, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it makes sense in like a stream chat, but I get what you're saying. In a DM...
no, it doesn't make any sense. Listen, okay. I'm fine. I like a small sploosh.
Small. Just... in the sea.
No, most of his problem is his endorsement of a church that preached for conversion therapy.
Oh, is he?
Really?
Did not know that.
I did not know that.
No.
Oh. I've gone off him a bit.
Yeah, I'll need to do my own research, but we'll put a pin in Pratt. And
no, not Pratt. He was one of the mediocre ones.
That's a shame. I really liked him in various movies.
Various films that amused you.
But if he's a cunt, he'll go in there.
My message got blocked by moderation. Oh, did it? Oh shit.
Probably because you used the word gay.
Oh.
And people misuse the word gay.
So we probably don't. Yeah.
So we block that shit.
Yeah.
So
I see why that would be.
Can't fuck around.
Well, he's a massive thunder of West. It's Westborough. Fuck me. That's the worst borough.
I do like the way that they've tried to get around the moderation to the point that now the sentence doesn't make sense, or at least I can't read it. Very unracist. Yeah.
I understand where this is going now. Okay, well.
Shall research. Fair enough.
Yes.
Middlesbrough's the worst, bro.
Pratt is the worst of the Chris's, and it's taken that he was so funny, and I don't know what that word was going to be, but he is really funny in Parks and Rec, and Parks and Rec is better for him. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit.
Why do people have to be cunts, man?
I don't know, man.
Can't they just be not cunts? My advice, don't be a cunt. Is it hard? Probably. Should you do it anyway? Yes. Don't be a cunt.
Shall we get to the end?
Yes, because nobody else has got anything to put in the sea that we don't have to do further research on. But
no, we can.
That does seem like that. Dear Mr. Pratt is scheduled for sea disembarkment.
I suspect that after further review, it's the ruling is under review. We're going to go back and look for it. All Get Me in the Seas are reviewed in the final 20 minutes of the show.
I just need to find my Microsoft Surface. Tom Brady fucking yeeted it, and then I will review.
It's galling that he was. It's galling. It's galling that he was in Parks and Rec, and he was. Yeah, that's the thing. But I don't want to get into it right now. But there are so many people who've done creative works, and I can think of some. I'm not going to get into it. Who then have done questionable shit, and now you're like, can I like his old stuff before I knew this? Can I like Guardians of the Galaxy? And now, do I have to retrospectively hate?
I will say I'm still going to like Guardians of the Galaxy, even if he is the biggest shit cunt of them all, because it's a fucking masterpiece.
And it's not like if he was a singer and he was just a solo artist and it was just him.
It's a lot easier to ignore then, isn't it?
Yeah. But if you're like, oh, hold on a minute, like Zoe Saldana was in that film and fucking, Vin Diesel's in. Yeah. So Anyway, can I like Nigel Farage?
You do what the fuck you want, James.
I mean, I won't like you, but I mean, you can. I mean, there's no.
That's a name we haven't heard in a few years.
What,
Nigel Farage.
I know. I hope we never hear it again.
I mean, I deleted all politics, like around the time that Nigel Farage deleted himself. But there you go. Delete. Right, let's push a button and see if this final sting works, shall we?
Yes.
Take us away.
In the segment I like to call, we both like to call, really, Am I the Asshole?
It is its name.
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Slightly disappointed, by the way, that throughout the DGMS 100 furore,
yes,
nobody took the time to point out that I've remastered the Am I the Arsehole sting.
It looks really nice. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, that sting is now better quality than the original Simpsons episode that it came from.
I do really like it. I like the look of it. Yeah. This is the last...
The sound's the same, Harmstone. It's the video.
It's the video that is right.
It's the video that is clear.
This is a segment called Am I the Arsehole? We have taken some Am I the Arseholes from Reddit. We're going to read them out, and you can all fucking comment to your little hearts, your little arsehole-ish heart's content.
And then I'm going to play the sting again. You're going to praise me, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Like you should. We couldn't hear it properly, but it's night. Oh, you mean on the night? Oh, well, we all know what it says. Right. I've got this one, and you've got...
This one?
Oh, yeah.
You chose them out of the list of
there
many,
were ones.
so...
There were ones. These were ones that might have been done on the 100.
Yeah,
but
so I don't care who goes first. Would you like to choose? I don't know why I'm doing this.
Do you want me to... Stop it! God damn it!
I'm having a seizure. Is the little Reddit guy new? Yes, he is. Look, I'm playing the sting again, and then I'll take your praise now.
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Look how fucking tight those lines are.
It's really nice. It's really nice. It's Am I the Arsehole time. Is the little Reddit guy new? He is new, right? Yeah. Everything's new.
Had to remaster him as well.
Smooth AF. I think that everything's cunty here. I think yours is... I think you can go next. You can go second.
Ooh.
I just feel like... I don't know why.
That is fucking amazing. Thank you, Tamsin. That is the response I was looking for. Gold star.
Give him what he deserves. He will now accept your adulation. Right. Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
For not wearing contacts on a double date.
And many other reasons.
I, 25, was recently set up on a blind date with a friend of my sister's, 30F, boyfriend, 30M. It's getting complicated. She was really excited about it and refused to give me any details about him, but said I'd know him when I saw him.
He's the one with a turnip growing out of his
It
forehead.
was Barney the dinosaur. I'd seen him many times on TV. And I did. It turns out her boyfriend's friend was my former middle school crush, 27M. We went to a small middle school, so everything was everyone's business, so he knew about it. It was sort of embarrassing, but I'm also hot now for the first time after losing a lot of weight, so I don't really care.
Hot for the very first time. Not like a virgin.
Well, I mean, doesn't give me that level of information, unfortunately.
Maybe it's in the TLDR.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. The issue arose when my date, Eric, asked me what...
Why does he get a name and everyone else is 27M30F?
That's the thing, right?
Consistency is king.
The issue arose when my date, Eric, asked me what happened to my eye. See, now, they didn't explain that at the beginning, so we're learning it at the same stage, and that's interesting storytelling.
I see.
He knew me before I started wearing contacts and encouraged me to take them out if I was comfortable. I have heterochromia, one blue eye, one brown, like Bowie.
Bowie.
I was going to do that, and someone had to do that. My eye's going through some changes. Ever since I started high school, I've been wearing brown contacts for a variety of reasons. The first is because my vision is awful. The second is for my own comfort. Most people are normal about it, but I've had some people be aggressive about proving that my eyes are fake. Well, presumably for having...
Proving that my eyes are fake.
Right. So because they were different coloured, they must be fake. So she was just like... No one will say anything.
So she is accused of wearing contacts unless she wears contacts.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Fucking unbelievable. What a wrap-up.
What a bunch of cunts.
It's just like, oh, different coloured eyes. Your eyes must be fake. So I had to wear fake eyes. Oh, my God. Well, that was one of the reasons. But the third is because my sister didn't want me taking attention away from her during her senior year of high school, so she asked me to wear contacts. I'm going to read that again.
Oi, sis, you're too fucking interesting. Cut it out.
Yeah, basically. Didn't want me taking attention away from her during... It was her senior year, Jez. You know...
That's one of the years, Alex.
Yes. Junior year.
Sophomore year.
Premier year. Freshman year. Third grade. Many grades. Who knows?
New year.
A leap year. After she graduated, I stopped wearing them. But whenever I would do anything with her, she would request that I wear contacts to cover up my condition. I do it automatically whenever I see her now, because if I don't, she'll get really withdrawn and start crying. Anyway, my sister was really happy that the date went well and suggested that we all go out together. We ended up going to a local farm/garden centre, like Dobby's. I decided not to wear my contacts because my eyes tend to get very irritated with the combination of the heat and the dust. My sister knows this.
Dobby is a free cafe.
Dobby wears contacts.
Dobby isn't a free cafe. You'll fucking pay like everyone else.
So my sister knows this, that it gets irritated because of the dust. So I figured her suggesting this particular venue was her way of giving me permission to come in just glasses. When her boyfriend saw my eyes, he was fascinated. He kept asking me questions about it and making jokes, and at the end of the day, he wanted to take a group photo, but had us do it inside the store so no one would have to wear sunglasses. Afterwards, I got a text from my sister saying, "Thanks for ruining a good day." I eventually texted her back saying I didn't want to make things weird, but she could have told him about my eye thing beforehand. She never responded, but I got a phone call from my mum a few hours ago berating me for ruining my sister's wedding. Things have picked up. Apparently, the reason she was so upset was that she's secretly been engaged for the past week. Only my mum knew. They were waiting until after my mum's birthday to announce it. Sister didn't want her fiancé or his family to know about my eyes until after the wedding, so it would look normal in pictures, and her family wouldn't harass me about it, which I sort of appreciate. I feel really bad that she's fighting with her boyfriend over me, and I'm kicking myself for not just wearing contacts. I love my sister, and I don't want her to be upset. Despite her thing with my eyes, we've always been really close.
No, love.
Am
no.
I... She doesn't say,
just
am I the...
No. No.
How are you feeling about all this? Sister is a cunt. Delete her from life. Yeah, sister can get in the bin, and that bin can be wheeled into the sea.
You have been far too accommodating of everybody's bullshit for far too long.
Absolutely.
So for that reason, you might be an arsehole for putting up with so much shit. But no.
Those are her eyes, for fuck's sake. Should she wear a bag over her head? That's a very good point.
Like, your eyes are cool, and you've had to hide that.
Thanks for ruining my day by having eyes. She's not a fucking freak show. Yeah, it is. She doesn't ask if she's the arsehole, but I mean, she's had to, from high school, she's been brainwashed by her family, her sister and her mother, basically saying, look, don't rock the boat, just look normal if you can. If you can manage it, just look normal. For the sake of your older sister, for her senior year, because of her prom, because of her wedding. Won't somebody think of the sister?
We're just going to have to digest this poll that Harmstone has done, because it doesn't make much sense to me. Life on Ours, right? That's a Bowie reference. I get that one. And then Look Back in Anger, which is not Bowie. That's Oasis.
Bowie. No, but they have said that she is not the arsehole, which we agree.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later, Dave.
And see you later, Nana. Good night.
Thanks very much for both of you for coming in.
Yeah, so, yeah, very firmly, not the arsehole.
Did you say from iSchool? From all the time at iSchool? iSchool musical. They're Bowie titles.
Boasis. Very nice. Pardon me. Look Back in Anger is a Bowie one. Don't Look Back in Anger is Oasis. Yes, yeah. I said that. Thank you.
Yes.
Those are the things I already said.
Oh, man, I bloody love Bowie. Okay.
Bouquet.
I just keep wanting to say things in a Bowie accent. Right. I wanted to read that one. We almost had that one at 100. But
all of the Am I the Arseholes for the next few weeks are going to be shortlisted potential 100 ones that we decided weren't quite 100 enough. And then some of them won't make the cut at all because they're not even 102, 3, and 4 enough.
Yep.
Am I the arsehole?
You are.
I'm glad we could clear that up finally.
Yes.
Am I the arsehole for calling my best friend dumb for marrying for love?
Okay.
I, 27F, am in a very stable relationship with my fiancée, 29F, for around 4 years, and we are planning to get engaged eventually and then marry. Right.
Makes sense.
My best friend Chrissy, fake name and also 27F, has been with her own fiancé since they were 20. They only got engaged this year, and it was kind of weird how it took him so long to propose, since he seemed to be financially stable and all. Throughout the years, I asked Chrissy why her fiancé hadn't proposed yet, and she kept insisting that it was not the right time, but she'd never say the reason why, just that it wasn't the right time.
Okay.
Eventually, he proposed in the beginning of 2022. That's this year, Alex.
That is this year.
And they're planning their wedding for next year.
That's 2023, Jeremy.
That's next year, Alex.
The year of our Lord, 2022.
They decided to plan their engagement party during summertime because due to busy schedules, they couldn't do it earlier. We're in the weeds now.
We really are.
So their engagement party was this past Saturday, and her fiancé made a speech dedicated to her and mentioned pretty much the reasons they didn't get engaged sooner.
Right.
And I couldn't help but pity my friend. So the reasons were that he didn't have a stable job. He didn't work with horses. I knew that would pop.
No words.
So the reasons were that he didn't have a stable job. See how much intonation changes the meaning? For the first few years of their relationship, and only jumped from position to position from Walmart to Target, etc. Those are retail jobs for those who are not American inclined. He hadn't finished his degree yet, so he had no higher education.
Okay.
He got his degree in 2019, and only then was he able to get a proper job.
Okay.
He bragged and also thanked, in inverted commas, Chrissy for never giving up on him and growing with him, and how they helped each other form their amazing personalities and achievements, and how no matter what the future holds, he'll never forget, etc.
Lovely. Okay, carry on. I don't understand how... Carry on.
You're going to love this next sentence. My fiancé and I felt some type of way about it.
Please tell us more, because I don't think that's enough.
I don't even know what that means.
We felt some kind of way about it.
Some type of way. Right. Some friends of mine and Chrissy's agreed how Chrissy basically stayed with a broke man and waited for 7 years. And we don't think that's praiseworthy, but pity-worthy.
Oh.
As friends, we decided to explain to her our perspective of how we think it was ridiculous that she had to almost reach 30 to move on with her life with a man when someone else could provide what she needed much sooner.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
Chrissy always said how she wanted marriage and kids, and it's sad she's had to wait this long for a man to get his act together, and she didn't know her worth. She says she loves him, and he's an amazing partner, and wouldn't break up with him over his misfortunes, and what matters is that they love each other. I told her it's dumb how she's marrying for love and not for stability, and how she's basically wasted herself for love. And how the first issue should be raised... what? And how the first issue should be raised when he was working Walmart and Target back to back. That I don't understand that sentence, but whatever. She called us all materialistic and classist and said she doesn't care if she struggles financially as long as she struggles with the right person who will value her emotions and listen to her. She said we are miserable bitches who will find no happiness in life and are very shallow, with one L. Could we be the arseholes for criticising her this way?
I said, yes, her, isn't it? Could they be the arseholes for criticising someone who wants to get married for love? I mean... That one is quite... Because it starts out the way she's saying, it's like, this is outrageous. I just had to tell you how much we pitied our friend whose boyfriend finally got it together after so many years to...
I pity the friend.
Who marries for love. Oh, my God.
I ain't getting on no damn love.
Yeah. That really... I have to say, that one really works up a head of steam, doesn't it?
It does,
Really
yeah.
You kind of think that there's going to be...
Because she even lulls you in.
Yeah.
With like, you know, her stable relationship, 4 years, you know.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. So has relationship experience.
Yeah.
Probably knows what they're talking about in terms of relationships. Like, you know, lay the scene. Like, no, you're losing me here. No.
It's just when she starts doing it, you're thinking, I know you're leading me to think I should be agreeing with you, but I'm not.
No.
And it's like, what she's effectively saying is...
Not even a little bit.
Also, she's like, she feels so bad that she's married someone who's not in a stable relationship. It's like, they just explained how they are now, even if that's not even the point. But like, you know, I can't believe...
Like, you should dump him because he wasn't rich 10 years ago.
Yeah, a while ago, but he is rich now, and isn't that your criteria that he's rich now? She's like, I feel so bad that he's finally got his act together and it's all right now. Well, if it's all right now, why'd you give a fuck? But aside from those things, which are bullshit anyway, the fact that her materialistic aspect is, I will only marry for money. I won't marry for love.
29F must be a real rich bitch.
Can you imagine it? But we're gonna. So, do we get the name of the bitchy friend? Bitchy friend says
27F.
27F. Are we the arseholes for saying all this shit? Well, the answer is
we don't get to place this button down very often. It's gonna get smashed now.
Do it,
asshole.
Yes, 27F. You are the arsehole, and if you haven't worked out why, then there's probably no hope for you.
Yeah, I think it's pretty certain that there's no hope for them.
Let me rephrase. 27F, there is no hope for you. But I did enjoy that, and I thought that you guys would enjoy it in the sense of hating it, basically, too. So I hope you've had enjoyment filling up the chat with your righteous vengeance and anger, as you always should, throughout this stream. That is the end, really, isn't it?
This is the end.
Yes.
It's not a Bowie, but
same
era?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gets us close.
10-10. So
it'll be on the Bowie kind of adjacent playlist. You know, like when you play something on Spotify then it plays similar?
And they play other stuff like...
I think you'd get there from Bowie.
Yes, I think you would. We've done 2 hours, 8 to 10, roughly. This is good. So we're going to start a little bit early. Obviously, we're going to start 8 o'clock now. Thanks for everyone for coming along and for coming on Tuesday. Tell your friends. Tell everyone.
Tell all the people that know us and like us that we're not on fucking Friday anymore.
No.
Although most of you seem to have got the memo.
You've all worked it out. And thanks for joining us. If you've never joined us before, like Chad and Dave have come in and haven't seen any of this bullshit, every Tuesday night, if you're just sitting around, you've had something to eat, and you want to hear some ranty bullshit with us, then come and join us.
Maybe far in advance of DGMS because of all the poo stories and stuff. But
yeah, make sure that food's down you and out of you, I think, basically.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to go to the toilet. You could take us with you on your mobile or something.
Yes, that's what the mobile's...
Or, if you miss a bit, you can listen to the podcast version at another time.
You can. You can. I think that if anything we've learned is that if you need a shit... it's just a public service announcement. If you need a shit, maybe even now, have a shit.
dead store.